Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. It's early. It's a Friday. How you feeling? The weekend kicking off early as WWE has gone to Berlin, and we're going to talk all about it. Actually, they're in Germany, but not Berlin. But we're going to talk all about it. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Get in that chat. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Make sure you're here for all the live reaction. It's going to be a fun one today. Like all the buttons, hit all the buttons, be a part of the show, be a part of the fun. And make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Friday. It's a Friday afternoon. I got some sunshine with some cold breeze. Hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're feeling good. You're doing good. And you are ready for some wrestling. Again, we're on live early because they are going live in 12 minutes. We will be live for all the action. If you can't watch right now, by all means, play the recording later tonight when they replay the show. But as always, the Wrestling for Life Network, doing what we can to be here when we can, and happy to be back at it again. As you notice, it's just me right now, so big shout out to Anthony, big shout out to Nick. Hope they are doing well, and you guys have to put up with me for the next few hours, and then we get to go have a Friday night and see how that looks. But it's going to be a good one. Lots going on. 3 stages of hell for the world title. Drew, Cody, bunch of other things have been announced. We're going to get into it, folks. But if you don't know who I am, well, I'm Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place, if you will. Happy to be here on a Friday. Happy to kick off the weekend early. How you doing? How you doing? I see that chat filling up already. So make sure you hit all the buttons. Let's talk SmackDown. Let's talk wrestling. What is on your mind today? Let's go. Let's go. I will say hello to the chat in a moment. But what else we got going on here today? Drew, we have the Wyatt 6 and MFT running it back. So we'll see what this looks like. We got Phoenix taking on Trick. I think we get Miz, Randy Orton. We have Julia confronting Jordan Grace. So lots going on, lots going on. What are you excited about? How you feeling out there? I'm just going to jump right into the chat, to be honest, and say hello. It's top 3 last night or 2 days ago now. Spaz, Mercy, and Jose. Congratulations to those 3. Get in that chat, get your points, super chat, super stickers, get you a bonus. Somebody's got to knock Spaz off that perch, folks. Get in there. Hit all the buttons. Be a part of the fun. Be a part of the show. But Zach kicking us off, National Balloon Ascension Day. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. But hold on to your balloons, folks, unless it's today. On January 9, 1976, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody reached number 1 on the UK charts. The single sold over 1 million copies. One of the greatest songs ever, Mr. Stormy. So thank you for that little tidbit of information. Really starts to make you feel old when you start realizing how old certain things are. But classic song, classic video, and we all remember it fondly, I do believe. So very cool, Mr. Stormy. Welcome back. Murdoch, good to see you. Good to see you. As let's go. Today's my 50th birthday. Let's see if I can get balloons. Let's see. Balloons. Happy birthday, Murdoch. Hope you're doing well. 50, big number. Not there yet, but I hope you're having a fun one. Thank you for popping in. Danisha on the Vipin. Let's go. I'm watching SmackDown tonight. Sorry, Danisha. Plug your ears because it's going to be nothing but spoilers. 9 minutes from now, I'm warning everybody. If you are waiting till 8 p.m. to watch the show, you are going to get spoiled. I'm going to tell you everything that happens and how I feel about it all afternoon long. New match announced, Julia versus Alexa Bliss. I did see that circulating. I thought it was going to be a confrontation with Julia, with Jordan Grace. I thought that's how that was going to play out. I do see that this is now on the docket. So very interesting. Damien, welcome back. Dro, welcome back as well. I got my notification on. Be like Dro. Click the little bell. Never miss a moment. We're working on some new things. So we might be popping up at random times. Go be on our Discord. It will also notify you when we go live or we post something to YouTube. So make sure you join the family. Check out all our socials. But Smart Man Dro, appreciate it. I really do. Bonkers, welcome back. Good to see you. Damien, we got you. Randy, wait, why so early? Randy, we've been talking about it. But here we are, ready to go. They are overseas. They are overseas today. They are overseas on Monday. We'll be live early again on Monday. Friday, we'll be early again. And then next Monday. For the 4 next shows will all be in the afternoon. So make sure you click that little bell. Paul, how could we have a party without you, buddy? Welcome back, sir. Because they're in Germany. Thank you. Thank you, Bradley. Welcome back, sir. 80 and AZ, always a pleasure. How you doing? Safid? Welcome back. Hope you are well. Osama, what's up? Let's go. Good. I'm listening to this Bill Gray's here in Henrietta, New York. Let's go. Shout out. Getting a lot of love from New York lately. So, Bradley, thank you for popping in. Love it. I do have a funny feeling someone returned. What will they do today? How will they make these shows special? They can't just mail it in when they're overseas. They can't just mail it in because some people are going to find out before 8 p.m. tonight. These shows have to matter. Triple H has been accused of being triple safe. We want more than that today. We want what we got last Friday. Last Friday was a good SmackDown. Kicked off. Right now it's 1-0 for SmackDown. If we're going SmackDown versus Raw, I think the first episodes of the year, 1-0 SmackDown. So let's see if SmackDown can continue the momentum. Let's see if it can build on what they did last week. Lots of moving parts, lots of excitement. So let's see. There you go. Got the Vippin. Tanisha, glad to hear it. Let's go. Upstate New York, let's go. Big fan. Denisha saying hello. Welcome back, Trey. Good to see you. Bradley, the giver of gifts, almost at 200. Shouting it out. Appreciate it. Let's go. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Again, it's a little trickier without, your partner in crime to kind of joke around. You guys are going to have to be my amusement today. And I will do my best to keep you all entertained for the next little bit. Once again, Bradley, thank you so much for that membership. Means the world to us. So thank you. Got that one. I'm here. Why so early? TJ, it's not that early. I mean, early, not early from the start of the day, early for them. Yes, we do know this. Jimmy, welcome back, Jimmy. Welcome back. For the best one-man show on YouTube, Friday Night SmackDown edition. Let's go. I appreciate it, Bradley. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the kind words. Again, never feels the same without a dance partner. I'm just doing the two-step all by my lonesome. But it's going to be a fun one. We're going to make the best of it. We might see Mr. Nick popping up on nights that he usually doesn't, or he has been actually anyway. So stay tuned. We're going to keep it going. Anthony's out there. He'll be back on the channel again. So we're looking forward to 2026 and everything that comes with it. And sometimes when you go as live as many times as we do, we either got to stay up late, be up early, show up in the afternoon, but we do our best and we do it like no other out there. Joe Lewis, let's go. How you doing? Brandon, welcome back. Let's go, Jim. I'm not sure. You can give me the pronunciation on that. But greetings all the way to Poland. We're international, folks. Love seeing it. Love seeing the people from all around the world. But, you'll have to give me the pronunciation of that. But I don't want to. Gymnaz? After all, where is SmackDown at now? I forget. They're in Germany. I said in the top of the show, I think I said Berlin, but I do believe they might be somewhere else today. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they in Berlin today? Fact checkers, let me know. I lost track. Joseph, how you doing? 3 falls, 3 stipulations, 3 stages of hell. So, as you see on the screen, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, obviously a big presence, a big focus of today's show. How do you guys feel about this rivalry? Is 3 stages of hell, that's it. That's got to be the blow-off, right? We end this here today. What does it mean? Can Drew beat Cody? I know when we talked about it earlier this week, actually, when we talked about it last night, everyone's picking Drew. I think they're just a desire for change. How do you feel out there? Can Cody pull this off? And it's the first time we've seen a 3 stages of hell, I believe, in 9 years. Is it 9, 6, something like that? 6, 7. No, Joseph, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, fellas, what is up, Eric? Spoilers never bother me. Still would watch anyway. I mean, again, spoilers might tip you off to obviously what's going to happen. Sometimes you still want to see it. And I think we talked about this during the holidays. Some of the tape shows, you almost put a couple things on the tape shows to make people want to tune in. Oh, that happened? How did it happen? Carmelo Hayes, great example of that. Welcome back, Cherokee George. Smackdown coming from Berlin, Germany. So I was right. I doubted myself, but I was right. Berlin, Germany. We are ready to go. We are locked and loaded. About 2.5 minutes away from the start of the show, folks. So let's get ready. Got you, Brandon Joseph. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to start by saying things off by announcing that in 8 days, WWE will be visiting Poland, specifically Ergo Arena in, don't know how to say that, Gdańsk. So far, almost 10,000 people. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. 9,300. We're good. Okay. I like it. Don't need no worries. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Appreciate the super chat. Denisha, super sweet of you. And I'm glad you worked it out. And again, we never want to spoil it. We are a spoiler-free zone, but some days we just got to do what we got to do. KJ, is it a possibility we see the return of Jacob tonight? Yes, there is a very big possibility. And I think Nick and I have talked about this, Damien, is we're hoping, or kind of hoping, that if Jacob does return tonight, kind of similar to when Jade returned, we think Jacob's going to go after Drew because him and Drew had problems, only to find out that it was Cody Rhodes. Cody was the one that took out Jacob. To me, that's a good way to kickstart a whole lot of things. You get a new champion, Cody's into something, Jacob's back against the main event guy, but not going after Drew quite yet. Could it happen? Could it happen? Was it Cody Rhodes that took out Jacob Fatu? You definitely don't want to miss the conclusion of SmackDown. Ronan, very interesting. Stay till the end, folks. We're here, right when we end, then you can go have supper and enjoy your Friday night because we're 3 hours with about a minute to go. Why did Nick leave you by yourself? Why did he leave me? Why did he leave me? No, we have these crazy things called jobs. And Nick's job did not allow him to be here today. So yes, that is why Nick never chooses to leave. He just can't. And if he could, he would be right here next to me. So very interesting way to put it. But yeah, just Anthony's at work, Nick's at work. Life happens. And for the fact that we do this more than 300 days a year, life does get in the way from time to time. Are you big three going to do TNA from now on? And that would be Mr. Nick and Anthony. Not necessarily. So we're going to be doing a lot more TNAs. If they stay live, we will stay live with them. If they start doing tape shows, we might miss one or two. And there is a chance that it'll be a rotating cast of hosts. So Nick and Anthony had primarily done TNA in the past. We'll look to do that again. But again, schedules being what they are. The first one, I think all three of us are going to be here next Thursday, and then we're going to go from there. So that's how that's going to roll out. I got you, TNA, Saffit. Now, folks, I'm getting the logo. The show's about to start. If you want to sync up with me at home, I'll let you know where I'm at on my feed as I'm getting then now. It's on Maurice Jessica. There we go. Are you ready, folks? Are you feeling good? I'm waiting for Forever to pop up. Forever just popped up. So if you want to sync in and dial up with me, let's see what I did. That's where I'm at. I'm getting it together as we speak. We are set to go from Berlin. Expect a live crowd. Expect a lot of energy. Expect a lot of excitement here tonight. Good afternoon, wrestling friends. What's up, Nair? Let's go. Ronan, behave yourself. Three Stages of Hell version of the trials of MJF when he whipped Cody and had him. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, instead of being extended over a month, it's all in one night. That's the only real big exception. Drew walking his way into the arena, so we get the walk-ins, people walking into the camera view. Drew getting a laugh. What's up, Bailey? Let's go. A bunch of people from this chat are either still sleeping, LOL, for sure, or at work, or just did not turn on the notifications. All of the above. There's definitely a few of them out there still sleeping. If I know them well, they're sleeping. There's several of them at work for sure. And a few of them just don't even realize this is happening, even though we've said it for 2 weeks or all week long at least. There's Carmelo Hayes. I believe it's going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Ciampa. No. Carmelo Hayes. I saw a teaser for this. Julia walking in with KJ, the second prettiest KJ on the show here today. Alexa Bliss will take on Julia tonight. I can confirm Berlin. Appreciate you, Byron. Everyone, let's go. What's up, Dennis? Fill up the chat. Be a friend, tell a friend. Take our link and share it with everybody you know. Let's see how many people we can get on a Friday afternoon. A cold January Friday afternoon. Is it on at 8 in the States? Question, who do you think wins, Drew or Cody? And the thoughts on the rumor that Cody versus Roman. Read that again today. Ridge, welcome back. Because I got Joe and I got Wade kicking this one off. It is on at 8 in the States. It will be on tonight. So you will get that. Randy Orton kicks us off. Let's go. How about starting the show with a good old sing-along, folks? As we saw Randy return last week, I do believe he's going to be beating up The Miz tonight at some point. But here comes Randy. Cool graphics for tonight, by the way. They got the gold. They got the Viper behind it. It looks good. It looks good in the tunnel. What else did you ask? I believe Drew's going to win tonight. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Drew winning, especially with Punk winning on Monday. You had 2 world title defenses to start this year. I would be very excited, very happy to see a title change. I like title change. I like keeping things exciting. The live and loud meter's back, by the way. We're at 104, 105. Do I got 106, 106, 106, 106, 107, 107? Can I hear 108, 108, 108, 108? Oh, back down. But and the Cody Roman rumor, I don't love the Cody Roman rumor. Cody Rody, see what I did? Cody Roman rumor. Wow, say that 3 times fast. The Cody Roman rumor about WrestleMania, just because you're already running things back. You're already running back to Vegas. I don't know what story is to be told between Cody and Roman at this point. Again, maybe they have something up their sleeve I haven't thought of. There's other options out there for Cody to deal with. And you could put Cody in other directions. Roman, Cody, again, especially Cody Roman non-title, would be kind of strange for me. Cody Roman for the title, I don't love it. I'm not, run this back, do it again. Been there, done it, told the story. Let's tell some other stories. WWE may have used the injury angle to help deal with any issues Jacob had to fully could travel. Yes and no. I mean, his injury was unrelated to wrestling. He got dental surgery long before we were around here. So I don't think one's connected to the other, Chris. And we've also seen Jacob and other people that we thought were having travel restrictions make it to other countries. So I don't believe one's connected to the other, though I can't refute it completely. I heard Randy's kicking off the show. You heard correctly, sir. My goodness, I almost missed the show. I thought it was its usual time. The next 4, today and 3 more, all early shows, pardon me. TNA is better than AEW. We're going to find out, Joseph. That will be the challenge. That will be one of the hottest topics in 2026. People are going to be comparing numbers, stats, ticket sales. Can TNA outdo AEW? Hey, anytime, my guy. We appreciate you. We appreciate the love. Tell all your friends, tell everyone you can think of. Anybody that likes wrestling, wants to talk about wrestling without being told to, go shag themselves. This is the place to be. And again, not your bad at all. We got nothing but love, my guy. We're just going to fill as many days as we can. You're going to get more Sundays now because Thursdays. So we have to move a lot of our original content, some of our other things. We did it this week with our bold predictions was on a Sunday. The award show this Sunday. Don't forget the 4 Lifeys this Sunday, 7 p.m. And the voting is out now. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure you vote. Who should take home the golden KJs? The crowd's loud for Randy. Rocking the black and white RKO everybody shirt. Let's go. See ya. And instantly interrupted by Trick Williams. And Trick gets booed. And then they start singing Whoop That Trick. So what do? We'll see. I mean, again, a lot of people wanted SmackDown to be better in 2026. Off to a good start. SmackDown killing it. Got it. 3 stages of hell will be lit. I can't wait. I'm actually excited for the main event. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm excited how they get in and out of this. Yeah, right? All tongue-tied. So those early morning vitamins that, get you all kind of tongue wobbly. MDB, welcome back, sir. The Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose today. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, just Cody Roman rumor. Cody Roman Rude. Try it. Cody Roman rumor. There you go. Help me. There you go. It's deafening in Berlin. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodey. Laugh on, yeah, right? You say it. Wherever you are in the world right now. If you're at work, if you're in your car, wherever you are right now, try it. Cody Roman rumors. It's ridiculous. KJ's brain wants to say Cody Rhodey instead of Cody Roman. It just won't let me not say it. What's up, Grinsley? How you doing? How is SmackDown killing it lately when I have one good... I mean, I tempered it, did I not? And again, some people have been enjoying SmackDown. But Trick Williams stepping up to the mic. Is Tiffany Stratton injured? I believe she was banged up. Like, not like on completely on the IR, but I think they were letting her kind of cycle out a little bit. She lost the title. People were kind of getting like, we don't know how we feel about her right now. So a refresher, catching her breath. And I do believe she was healing up a little bit from some minor inflictions. That being said, I do expect her back soon, and we would expect her in the Royal Rumble. I'm at work. Let's go. Let's get through this work day, Samuel. All Raw or live because Netflix. Facts. We will be here in the afternoon on Monday as well, so don't forget that. Right now, no wonder AJ Styles is going to take on Gunther NXT Monday. It's in exactly. Kind of works itself out, right? Feels good, makes sense. I love lemon pepper chicken, but the only number that matters is 14 because that's how many titles I have. Randy doing Randy things. This match will mark my 30 years of coming to this wonderful, awesome family here. You guys made. I'm sure everyone appreciates you guys as much as I do. I hope so. And the fact that it's been 3 years, it's crazy. We're coming up to our 4th birthday, and it's insane. The growth, the clicks, the views, the love, the family. Again, there was a whole bunch of residual things that have happened on this channel that we weren't anticipating doing this channel. Right? We wanted people to watch us and like us and think we were cool. And kind of give some clout to our 2 cents about wrestling. But so much more happened in the last 3 years. Family, friends, it's been crazy. AW had to chance to win 2025 and start 2026 on fire. They could have brought back Britt Baker and had such a crazy pop going into the year. Yeah, I mean, the Britt situation is completely interesting. It feels like it's soured. It feels like the relationship is soured. Though Tony Khan seems to be a perpetual nice guy, he also seems to avoid conflict. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the fact that MJF won the title is a good start. I wish Dynamite this week was better. And I know some people disagree with that, but Dynamite wasn't great this week. And I feel like Dynamite struggled. And what else can we do? I've been going to other channels on the behalf of the Wrestling for Life Network, spreading the good gospel. That's appreciated, sir. Let's go. You always tell me to go shake myself. Shag. It's shagging, baby. Oh, shit. Randy says, I'm going to kick your ass. Trick says, wait a minute. Trick knocks the mic out of Randy's hand. Trick about to eat an RKO. There we go. Randy checks for where the mic might have went and instantly goes on the offensive. SmackDown is on the USA Network at the regular time and pre-taped until February for SmackDown because European Tour and Rumble. Facts. All the facts. You got to remember this year, Rumble, we will be going live at noon. AW needs to worry about their viewership. Hopefully this year they stop booking for the niche and break into the mainstream. Again, I see it all the time, and people we get the comments, we interact with people on social media. If AEW, again, when you have a vanity project, even though it's on such a grand scale, if Tony really doesn't care about the general public or growing the audience, he's down to the nitty gritty. He has the most loyal of fans that never tell him anything bad. So maybe that's enough. Maybe because the money, the profits don't matter, he just books whatever he wants. And that's what it feels like. And again, I think week in and week out, more and more people are being alienated. Yeah, there's some people that no matter what they do, doesn't matter what they do, take an old big steamy dump in the middle of the ring for 2 hours and nobody cares. They just love the product. They love the company. They love Tony Khan. Can do no wrong. I don't know. Yeah, as expected, Trick down and out. Randy feeling good about it. I call him Stardust. You're always at the Walmart, Costco. You're just like me, my guy. Always going to one of those two places. We want Brock. Let's go. We'll see. I don't know if he's in Germany. Let's go. White cheddar popcorn. Interesting. Nitty gritty with no. I didn't say it. I cannot wait for the Royal Rumble. SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble have been my favorite PLEs for WWE. Always a big fan of Royal Rumble. It's always fun. It's chaotic. A lot of years, when they do get it right, it's all over the place in a good way. I hope that continues. Wait a minute. Interesting. Randy leaving and gets interrupted by Phoenix. And Randy doesn't look overly thrilled about it randomly. Surprising. Yeah, just have him again. You're gonna want him to get that RKO, right? You're not just gonna give it away. You're gonna make people want it. Just got pulled over. What's up? What's going on? Trick Williams is now hearing voices in his head. Got a bit of a ringing in his ears, if you will, Ronan. A little bit of a buzz, a little bit of a tingle. Let's go. As here's Randy kind of, giving some love to Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is going to fight Trick, so for a second there, Randy was like, how dare you interrupt me? But nothing but love, daps him up. And I will put a poll up for this one, folks. So we get Ray Phoenix taking on Trick Williams. And why does Trick win? Well, because Trick needs it. Unless Randy screws him. So we go to the first commercial break here tonight, folks. How you doing out there? I got 2:15 p.m. in my neck of the woods right now in the afternoon. Hope everyone's ready for the weekend. You're feeling good. I will remind everybody we are back on Sunday. We won't be here tomorrow, but we will be here on Sunday for the award show for the four lifeys. We love doing the award show. It's going to be a good time. We're going to give out some hardware and see how you guys voted. Make sure you get your votes in before Sunday. Bum, bum, bum. Trick Williams for the win. Trick for the win. Trick for the win. What happened to Nick? Forget to set an alarm. Nick has a JOB. And if you guys keep supporting us and keep loving and sending in all the good stuff, maybe one day that's what we do all the time. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We do this. So keep supporting the channel, and you won't have to put up with solo afternoon streams with just me. Did I watch the podcast with Stephanie and Liv? I have not, Damien. I can't get enough of Ray and Phoenix. Both of them separately. We like them both. Watch what you want to talk about with Cody and Finn. It's a good episode. Okay. Oh, I did catch parts of that for sure. Chunks of that I was watching this morning. Finn talking about the origin of the Bullet Club. For those, I saw some people commenting of like, can you believe Finn is trying to take credit for the Bullet Club? That's literally how crazy some people are right now with how things have actually taken place. This warped sense of reality that somehow their favorite wrestlers happen to just create the entire world of wrestling that, you know, without AEW wrestlers, no one else did anything ever. So I did really like that. What's up, action? Let's go. Whooping that trick all day long. Imagine when we can do this full time and you give MDB his own weekly segment called Knee Pads. Get some. I know what really grinds my knee pads. We're working on it. We're working on it, my guy. Yeah, what is this JOB thing you speak of? This gets in the way. Nick's probably peeking in, getting yelled at by the boss. Hey, put your phone away. My prediction is Trick versus Carmelo Hayes at Mania. Book it. Could very well be. Now that they're both there, Damien, people are wondering, do they end up one-on-one with each other, or do they end up teaming with each other? How does that play out? I mean, Trick versus Carmelo for the U.S. title at Mania seems okay. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? It's lovely. It really is. He should already MDB. Let's be real. Yeah, exactly, right? Let's go. Finn started it with Bad Luck Fale, followed by the Tokyo Pimp, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, then the GOD, Young Bucks, etc. Chris, 100%. If you go to if anyone out there ever goes to New Japan's website or has their mobile app, you can literally go through the history of the Young Bucks and the Young Bucks of the Bullet Club and their incarnations and when they changed and who turned on who. Because there's been a series of it. And I know lately we've been talking about kind of the demise of the Bullet Club. Someone commented on one of our videos recently. You know, we said the Bullet Club's disbanded. They're going to kind of evolve into something else, and other members are moving on. And somebody questioned the fact of how could you say it's dead? They're changing. Yeah, the Bullet Club as we know it will no longer exist. It's that simple. Dun, dun, dun. Finn is one of the founders of the Bullet Club. Yes, he is. When are we getting Demon Finn? Remember, Demon Finn was put on the back burner. And if you watch the interview with Cody Rhodes recently, he kind of touches on what happened with the Demon. And he had a lot of good points, right? He wanted it to be special. It became this thing where the Demon was better than the person. So, he would only go and become the Demon when he was in dire straits. Instead of just this being like this battle cry, like big matches, he compared it to William Wallace painting his face. So I think allowing the Demon to kind of fizzle out, when we get the Demon again, it's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge pop. and I'm looking forward to it. I miss those demon entrances. Big drop kick by Phoenix. Trick down to the outside. It's been all Phoenix to start this one. That's how he met his hot Asian wife. His words, not mine. I'll start making some wrestling TikToks to get the ball rolling. Oh, reach out. Let's talk. Let's talk. Finn said he hates the way the demon has been booked in WWE. I don't know if we see it again. I think we will see it again because the hope is that they do it in a better way. But he had it had to be, Finn was down and out and had to, summon the demon instead of just the guy kind of putting on the war paint and going to battle. And then we saw some horrible shit with it, like the Finn, the demon versus Roman and the convulsing on the ground and all that messy shit just didn't work. The Water Pistol Club, the Squirt Society. That sounds like something different, actually. My bad. I forget his name, but they had a guy nicknamed Tokyo Pimp. Were we not referring to Carl? The Young Bucks only wanted the Bullet Club because they wanted to mooch off them. Well, I mean, again, the Bucks served a purpose, and people sometimes forget. That the Bucks weren't like the main event guys; they were mid card guys. They hung around with the cool guys. And to answer Chris's question, Takahashi was the Tokyo Pimp. Hiroshi. Is it possible Dave Finlay shows up NXT? His father's Fit Finlay, works in WWE. Yeah, so Fit Finlay, a bit of a legend, especially for the Irish folk. I think there's an opportunity there. Apparently there's buzz about David Finlay. Outside of Fit being his dad, I mean, Dave's done good things. So Dave's been good on the indies. Dave's been good in New Japan. Dave's got himself over in a way. He seems like a guy that, in this environment would do well. A very good heel, I believe. As right now, Trick is just laying boots to Phoenix. That's what I've been wondering. Indian AZ, are they preparing him for a little run? Murder. I'd love to see the Demon and Malachi Black come out at the same time in their entrance. Two of my favorites. It'd be really cool. I mean, again, we've seen Shinsuke. Shinsuke's gone through some renditions of his look and vibe and energy and music. But yeah, I mean, Finn versus Malachi, and then Finn pulls out the Demon to kind of, when you get to that pay-per-view, I got no problem with it. Facts, ball. It was brutal. Fucking brutal. It's the Squirt Syndicate. Let's go. I thought Edge beating the Demon buried the gimmick. What's up, ghouls? How you doing? Welcome back, ma'am. Although the Bucks did make millions on the t-shirts. The Bullet Club t-shirt thing was great. It was really cool. It worked. They got them in Hot Topics and such. And again, I think a good amount of people bought those shirts because they were just cool shirts. And they say Bullet Club. Like, you didn't even really have to know what it was. And I do think that was part of it is, people talk about, oh, look how popular they were. Look how many shirts they sold and da-da-da. I wonder how many shirts sold on the idea of just it was a cool shirt and not that it was a wrestling shirt. But I don't want to take credit, all the credit away from them. That was one of their successes. I think it gave them an inflated ego, though. Big kick, both men's down. Crowd's cheering. The Bucks are Kenny's tag-alongs. They were for a long time, for sure. You know what to do, guys. Smash that like button, elbow drop the follow button, and tell your friends and give them a pile driver if they don't listen. But thank you for the reminder, ghouls. Do what Ghoul says. Go check out Geekbox. Click like, share, subscribe there and here and on her content. She kicks ass. Go follow everybody, but be polite, be a gentleman, be nice, and always a pleasure when you stop by. Miss Geekbox. I do believe I'm either coming in or out of a commercial. Phoenix throwing forearms, firing up. New Japan has a video series up on YouTube covering the start and the end of the Bullet Club, chaos, etc. They are in English if you want to know more. Yeah, those are, yeah. I think it's the same things I'm talking about. Great place. Great set of videos if we're talking about the same ones, Chris. Again, it breaks down the history, the lore, the moments. It's a good watch. And not like a heavy watch, not a long watch. Really kind of sticks to what happened opposed to the extra shit. Could we eventually see Priest, Alistair become a tag team? Maybe. I mean, they've kind of hated each other for quite a while. Do they just kind of like bond over like, all right, we've kicked the shit out of each other and we're both kind of creepy. You want to hang out? Maybe. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Last hour of SmackDown is commercial free, KJ. Is that legit? Interesting. Making up for all the fucking extra commercials on Monday. I definitely bought a Bullet Club shirt off the strength of the logo. Again, it was cool. I don't want to take anything away from them. Like, right? It's partly why Tony made one of the Bucks' wives. I think it was Matt's wife. Might have been Nick's. Doesn't matter. Had a merch because they're like, oh shit, they're doing good stuff with merch. They didn't realize when you blow up to a national level, things change. But yeah, they were good shirts. Black needs to start winning series. Yeah, you need Black to come out on top some places. I'm good to see a chair. Hope you are doing well. I actually wore that shirt to CM Punk's debut. That's kind of funny. Trick gets the legs up on Phoenix. I will say the crowd seems relatively into this. Big boo by Trick. Dose. Same reason. Again, there has been good wrestling shirts. I even had a couple of Stone Cold ones that, even if it wasn't Stone Cold, it was a badass shirt. So yeah, the Hardys is a good example, and the Bullet Club shirts were definitely that. Like, it just said Bullet Club. Like, and if you weren't really sure what the Bullet Club was, it didn't really matter. And the shirt design in itself was cool. I've only ever bought a CM Punk Austin 316 NWO shirt. No other wrestling merch. I wish that was the case. New Japan Pro Wrestling, the recount. Okay. Let's go. I've been thinking of buying a Tribal Chief shirt recently. Do it. Why not? Trick was used to the style of Javon. Phoenix is another level when you add the lucha, the high-flying style. Oh, and again, it allows, what you got to remember is it allows Trick to be the bigger body and really kind of, you put him in against someone smaller, faster, then he gets to take the crowd out of it. He gets to kind of work them down and grind them down, use his power advantage to his advantage. So to me, it makes sense for now. Then you see him, he's eye to eye, face to face, nose to nose with a guy like Randy Orton. That's Phoenix with the running kick on the top. I have a Rhea shirt and a Punk shirt. Want to get some vintage ones. I've been looking for some good vintage ones lately. Kind of been in the mode. It's funny because a couple years ago I was gifted a Hulkamania T-shirt, which has been since retired. And Trick gets the win on a roll up, but we're okay. They saying he pulled his tight. So trying to establish Trick as a heel, he gets a roll up win, holds the tights, and gets the W over Ray Phoenix. Is that actually breaking right now, Damien? Who are your sources? Let's see. Well, apparently Tiffany is injured. Mr. Beast, what do you want? As we go to the back with Byron and Julia and Kiana James. Where is it?
Yums.
Huh? Julia went to the ASCA School of Promos. Is there a possible chance Cena returns? No. Any other person on the planet, and again, never say never, especially in wrestling. But Joseph, honestly, I do believe that Cena's very much a man of his word, and he, if it was someone else, I'd be more inclined to think possible. John has been kind of to the point with everything. This is what I'm doing. This is when I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it. I can't see him returning. Hint, hint. Remember, folks, we shirt people. Hint, hint. We got more coming. We really do. I've been saying for 5 months that things are coming with the shirts. It's taken way longer than I thought. So stay tuned. I promise by the end of this week there was a shirt coming. So we're working on it. We're working on it. But there's some cool shirts there now, and they're literally priced to sell. We make pennies on our merch right now because we just want people to wear it. I have a gang of really all those yes shirts. Just buy some Wrestling for Life Network merch. You'll be set. I have a beanie. I love that. That's amazing. As right now we're going to commercial. When we return, we're going to revisit what happened at the ambulance match last week. It's a good hint. It's a good hint, goes. I have a bunch of Jake the Snake Roberts. I've had a couple of his. Always my favorite wrestler. He's up there. He was definitely one of my faves. Because right now we are getting a WWE merch commercial. How are we doing out there, folks? How are we feeling? It's Friday. For some like ghouls out there and our friend from Poland, it's later in the evening already. They're enjoying their night. Their Friday has more than kicked off, I hope. And then for all of us here in the various areas of North America, again, still afternoon for me. Some of y'all are still barely even past lunchtime. So how are we doing on a Friday? I need some macho. I do have a macho shirt kicking around somewhere. TNA announced it on their YouTube page. Return of AJ next week. Trying to find something that confirms that, sir. I believe you. I just want to see it for myself. Drew says it's now or never, by the way. Via X, Drew has put out it's now or never. And I think a lot of us feel that way. All right. Anyone finds proof that AJ will be there next week, send it to my DM. Julia is a very hot topic online and is not for her wrestling. Julia very popular for a lot of reasons. Now, I know certain people, my buddy Nick was a little concerned. Julia's washed up. She's, we should worry about her. I kept saying there's nothing to worry about. Julia will get herself over. When they use her proper, she will get over proper. Again, I think just not everybody can have a rocket strapped to their back. And Julia, U.S. champion. Kiana James, I'm not really sure how long-term this is. This relationship will be, but I'm all for it. See money. How you doing, buddy? That's jokes. I like that one. I need to make you guys one. I want to be involved. Well, reach out, say hello, ghouls. The door is always open for people that want to help, and anybody out there who has wants to say hi, reach out, say hello. We can talk. I'm just hoping TNA beats AEW in the ratings. The fan base needs to be humbled. What will happen, Bernard, is, again, I believe that the core audience, it doesn't matter. They'll come up with a million, they only did it because of the Fed and da-da-da. There will be a million reasons why. They'll always make the excuse, and they'll always over-celebrate things that don't deserve celebration. I think that they'll never be humbled. There are people out there that will be honest and see the results and go, oh, wow. And then you really have to digest it. But if the numbers are consistently what they are, if TNA catches fire, TNA's cooking, TNA becomes a destination for wrestling, you're going to feel bad if you're Tony Khan. You're going to feel bad if you're in that company. You're like, shit, we weren't really making a lot of ground anywhere. Our crowds are getting smaller and smaller. Now TNA, really? TNA is gonna woo again. Not hate, it's observation, and it's clear. It's been clear for a long time. Things are not trending in the right way. I don't give a fuck what Tony Khan says. Just saying things are great doesn't make them great. Right? It's like a guy in a bad relationship. Things are fine. Yeah, bro. Are they? Are they, bro? We see differently. No, they're good. Great. She loves me. Okay. Yes, Lord. I'm with you, MDB. Let's go. I'm an old head, so some of these younger wrestlers don't really do much for me. I'm set in my ways. I get that. I get that. I struggle with some of it, and at times, I mean, when it especially comes to other products like an AEW product, you know, being an older fan, am I just not buying into the modern style, or do I feel like AEW has kind of abandoned what you would consider traditional pro wrestling for the shock and awe? And I don't think Tony should know better, but any company that's taken that approach long term has never lasted. So we'll see. So yeah, we do go back to the ambulance match right now. We have Damian and Aleister Black, who I had a really good match last week. Let's go. Giving out the love. We will shirt that ass. We'll shirt anything. We're working on. We might have some pants for your ass instead of just shirts. But shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, beanies, tie-dye. We got all types of shit. Julia is definitely a smoke show. I'm surprised the fan base isn't going over her like they are for Vakur. And I've talked about this a lot. And to me, it's not a knock on Julia. Julia is a very talented wrestler, very charismatic, especially in her own country. She's very charismatic. I think Stephanie just had a different level of charisma, and that devil's kiss put her over pretty fucking quick, didn't it? Okay, people are letting me know. Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. AJ Styles will be making his presence felt at the premiere of TNA on AMC next week. Just trying to see if anyone else had let me know. Wait, what? I just saw WWE and ESPN sued over putting PLEs behind a paywall. This just in. Pro Wrestling reports there is a new class action lawsuit that accuses ESPN and WWE of deceptive marketing practices with the move of PLEs to ESPN's direct-to-consumer streaming. Anyone else hear this? But we got Drew and Priest having a bit of a chit-chat. Damian saying, we can run this back if you get that title, sir. My wrestling collection is just a few wrestling figures. I have Alexa, Liv, Bray. Honestly, Dennis, I wish I still had the collection I had when I was a kid. I had dozens and dozens and dozens, and just let them go. And I kind of wish I had them now. Julia draws views. She'd be fine. She's going to be fine. She's a star. Full kudos for KJ here, smashing it. As always, the Wrestling for Life Network, the best to ever do it. I like the sounds of that, ghouls. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. I know it's a smaller number of people as usual, as expected in the afternoon on this side of the planet. But never quite the same without your dance partner. But enjoying the little shimmy here tonight. And you guys are keeping it interesting, keeping it exciting. And, Drew has the gold watch. The dusty gold watch. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's really cool, AD. That makes a lot of sense, too. I could see why. Spaz in the door with 5 bones. Going to be seeing Zilla Vatu live for the first time as he challenges for the Destiny. I keep doing that. Title in February. What should I know about this guy? He's a lower branch on the big giant tree of Samoans. He's to me, he gives me Solo vibes. I would argue that he's probably a little more athletic than Solo overall. That finisher, he uses the spike, but it's a pop-up spike. It looks so good when done proper. By the way, Alexa's on the phone. I think she's on the phone with Sharuka. Nia and Lash here to cause some trouble. Still have an old pull up. I'm gonna get rid of that. So Lash and Nia kind of putting those seeds of doubt out there of why is Alexa getting a singles match? Where's Charlotte? Damian and Alistair are 2-2. They need a there you go. What's next then? Is it a buried alive match? Is it a coffin match, casket match? Call it what you will. Where do they go after an ambulance match? Does it really matter? It does matter. It matters for two reasons, Cherokee. If TNA can come out and be strong enough to outdo AEW, it forces AEW to do better, and it means TNA is giving us a good product, right? So rising tides lift all ships, or whatever the fuck they say. There you go. But at the end of the day, I do believe that saying just enjoy is a tricky one. And again, generally the people that started the conversation about the numbers are the people that say just enjoy the wrestling. And I think that's why there's so many people adamant that they want the numbers. They want to see NXT smash Dynamite every week. They want to see TNA show up and smash Dynamite because their fan base, their crew, their collective have kind of brought it upon themselves. And that I have no sympathy for. That, sorry, you can't do it. At the end of the day, do we really care? I don't give a shit if they do a show in front of 50 people, as long as the show's fucking good. But sometimes, to me, you can correlate a decreased audience with a decreased in quality of product. I think that's a fair assessment, right? And that's what I think happened. If you open a restaurant and you're doing 10 grand a fucking night out the door, and then, a couple years later, you're barely getting 10 people through the door in a month, something's happened. Something's changed. What do you do? Thank you, Grizzly. Jordan Grace versus Alba Fire tonight on SmackDown. Recap the ambulance match. Yeah, and now we go back to a commercial. The show rolls on. We are almost 1 hour deep to this point. Let's go. Let's go. Jordan Grace is making her SmackDown debut tonight versus Alba Fire. There we go. Call up the calling and put them in with Aleister Black. I don't know. I mean, again, would it work? It could work. I mean, you have a little bit of maybe too much of the same thing, or like Sean Spears trying to be the poetic, dark kind of guy, and Malachi's also doing that. Bit tricky. I was born in 1977. My dad spoiled me with toys. I had all the cool shit. I was his only son. He had 3 girls before me. Wow, there you go. Yeah, complete opposite. I was born in the 80s, oldest of 4, and that we had as much cool shit as we could get our hands on, but lots of children running around causing trouble. I heard about the lawsuit. Does Netflix here in the U.S. pick it up, or does ESPN keep it for the time being? They'll keep it for the time being, unless they find, if they sit down with the legal team and it looks like they are somehow in violation, or did they mislead the consumer? If they have a problem, they'll change it, but I can't see the deal going away. I don't think there's any grounds to this class action lawsuit. I don't think there's any merit to it. I don't think it has legs, but I don't know enough quite yet. Facts, Paul. She's done. She's done. Shit. Garbage. Throw her out. That's impossible, Byron. It's impossible. Drew got to watch the Christopher Walken hide up his butt and in the POW camp in Nam for Bruce Willis' dad. The fuck, Drew? Yeah, see, money. It's early. It's early, bro. So I know who won, but I will not tell you. It's live, Byron. It hasn't happened yet, so you might like your crystal ball might be working really good, my guy. But if somebody spoiled the finish for you, it has not taken place. Let's go. SmackDown being 3 hours gives me time to shop. Yeah, shit, eh? Cage match. Hey, I keep saying it. We get more votes than cage match. Keep that in mind when you think, oh shit, cage match said this was a good match, or cage match said this was a great pay-per-view. Look at the number of votes. Dude. I feel like when Jess Pinkman in the Breaking Bad, when he spazzes out against Walter about Triple H, he can't get away with. You can't keep getting away with this. That's a deep cut. I like it though. As here comes Alexa Bliss. I will put a poll up in the chat. Let me know who you're taking, who you got, who you want. Charlotte is under the weather, apparently. Is that code for I did not want to go to Germany? All right, folks, get your votes in. Let me know who you're taking. Let me know who you're taking. The next poll going up. But Alexa Bliss, Julia, and how will this look? Will Lash and Nia get involved as their new found friendship? I don't even know what that means. Let's go. I got that one. That's so funny. Come on, bro. Where's Alexa Bliss right now? Yes, it's on. Julia for the win. That Berlin crowd is red hot. It's been good. Been good. And again, Alexa Bliss has been a fan favorite for a long time. They've effectively kept her relevant, kept her busy, and kept her away from a title all at the same time. But here again, your U.S. champ, who has been underbooked, underappreciated, underachieved by some in Germany with the U.S. championship and taken on Alexa Bliss. Paige is returning, but the question is when. Royal Rumble might be a good Royal Rumble pop. Carmelo open challenge. Yep. Yes. Oh, I got it. There you go. I get what you mean. There you go. Yeah, definitely. Aged. I'm actually glad this is on early because the wifey and I are going to the movies tonight to see Primate. I'm going to be honest with you, everyone. If I could do this all the time during the afternoons, life would be great. But I, too, am looking forward to a night out and a busy weekend of activities. But yes, I mean, again, I love doing the shows when we do them. But the European tours and the early shows, it's nice. I'll get done at 5, going out for some dinner, some dancing, have a time, feel good. I hope everyone else gets to do the same. And then be back here on Sunday. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns would spice things up. It'd be very interesting. Breaking news: Charlotte Flair is out for a week. Her nose bone broke off. Off? Like OFF? Off? Too much blowing? Her nose? What do you mean? As Alexa smiling at the belt. And we go back to commercial. So I get Jay-Z doing a a Heinz ketchup dipping sauce commercial. Funny how things work. Alexa, go those little Debbies. I think got those. Yeah, Alexa's another level, another complete level. Yum-yums. All of it, all of it. It's crazy. All right, let's see. 50-50. 50-50, not bad. 50-50, Julia and Alexa from the chat. Not terrible. Behave. Down, boy. And then we will be going to the Hot Dottie Burger Bar in Tempe. AD, I've said this before, man. Arizona has always been on my list. I have family on the other side of the border in New Mexico. But yeah, I always wanted to kind of check out Arizona and such. What freaks me out about certain places down there is just y'all have like bugs and animals that want to kill you. I don't deal with that in my normal life. I don't have to check my shoes for shit. Or like look over my fucking shoulder when I'm walking down the road. But I definitely got to get out there one day. I clicked on it twice. MDB, see what you did? It's true though. One last night. I'm a little hungover. Welcome, Jose. It's quite the entrance. There you go. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, J1? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? They mentioned that the third hour of SmackDown. Yeah, that's crazy. So that's good news. Should mean we're out of here faster. But an hour, the last hour of Raw or SmackDown tonight going commercial free. And again, oh, that was loud. They're still debating whether or not Charlotte's sick or the validity of her being sick. But Wade's doing a good job with Joe being that agitator, that secondary guy that really kind of just says the outlandish. It's starting to work really well. That's crazy. But welcome back, sir. Thank you for that. Here's my truck is in the shop. I'm currently driving a rental car, and I had a mountain lion on my way. I hit a mountain. What do you mean hit a mountain lion? Jesus. Right? That's for the biscuits,
Would
isn't
you
it?
like butter on that, sir?
Yeah. The butter for the biscuits. What are we going to do? Can't do it without the butter. Cody versus Drew matches last hour, so just let it go straight through. Again, we knew they were going to get time. We knew they were going to make it matter. 3 stages of hell, obviously, big deal. World title match in Berlin. Again, going commercial free adds that little bit of spice to it. I like it. Yeah, they're going to go strong. Oh, my. You and I are Canadian. We do have to watch out for geese, random moose, and if you live in Churchill, polar bears walking through town. Yeah, I mean, again, I've seen several moose in my life. While hitting your vitamins and a moose shows up, one of the funniest moments of my life ever. Geese are harmless. They're fine. Just stay away from them. I know Americans hate our geese. I hear that all the time. I've heard comedians talk about our Canadian geese. So that's hilarious. And if you see a polar bear, you're dead. So let's go with that. I mean, literally, you have to go out of your way to find, like, you get upset if you get stung by a bee. You literally have to, like, fall into a hornet's nest to be killed by bugs in this country. So knock on wood, we don't, at least my neck of the woods, Chris, kind of get away with not a whole lot of, earthly provided hazards. Mostly the people that are the problem around here. I'll create a war crime against you. Chris, simmer down. I had to fill out all sorts of paperwork. It's not like we're hitting a deer. You just call the game warden. So you have to call the state commissioner and all sorts of. That's crazy, right? Now, would that so mountain lions would be protected? I would imagine, right? As Alexa gets Kiana into the ring, business is heating up. My favorite kind of habits. And there's Lash as anticipated. Lash throwing Alexa off the top. So they continue to build that division. And, I wish Nick was here right now. She holds, then drops Alexa on her head. And Julia, by crook, finds a way to beat one of the best female wrestlers of the last decade. Former champion, an absolute stud in the ring. She gets assistance, but she gets the pin. Lickety split, 1, 2, 3. For a heel Julia, that is all kinds of wonderful. Geese Sweat. Now I need an AI kind of, Keith up geese. Oh, none of the rabid. Our raccoons are fucking rabid. You got to watch out for fucking crazy raccoons. They got thumbs. They're terrifying. Yeah. As now Alexa getting just laid out. So they continue to grow the WWE Women's Tag Team division. In one company, one half your tag team just won a singles title and is having singles matches. In this company, it feels like all your single talent is in the tag team division. Ironic? Maybe a little. Funny? Kinda. Cougars mountain lions are protected. I had to find that the hard way to 7. Oh, I mean, I would like, is there no chance to be like, my God, it jumped out in front of me? I wasn't trying to hit the damn thing. Facts. There you go. It's official. Jordynne Grace joins SmackDown. And she's being welcomed by Nick Aldis. And here's Chelsea Green. So anybody was wondering what Jordynne Grace will be up to, it looks like she's going from NXT to SmackDown and instantly kind of going into some type of conversation with Miss Chelsea Green. Two women that know each other very well. How is that important to me? I'm not going to be a diva like some of the other women on the SmackDown roster. Why don't you watch your mouth and thanks for joining when you're talking about Chelsea Green? Why don't you? So Alba, watch your mouth. Lash's legend, Big Mama Pump. Let's go. Geese are the only animal who would intentionally look for a fight with you. Even they're territorial, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Chris, I had a really good friend of my uncle, lived in Bracebridge, and he had what we called the watch geese. And yeah, you couldn't get out of your car unless he was there to kind of fend off the geese. So yeah, they don't fuck around. We'll put it that way. As Kit wearing a mama, does mother know you wear her drapes? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, except when they hit your 2018 Chevy Silverado, going about 90. Matt Cardona in the back, and being welcomed back by Byron. He is officially a member of SmackDown. No, it's grown. We're good. We're good. How much more? I mean, you tell me a division of any, like, the women's tag team division is being booked phenomenally right now. It's main event talent. They're all competitive. They're all taking turns screwing each other over. The women's tag team division is fucking solid right now. It's better than the men's tag team division. It's better than the AEW tag team division, male and female. It's probably, oh, look at this. This is juicy. I like this. So Matt says to Cody, I'm not just back to be back. I'm back to win that belt. This is juicy. There's history. There's friendship. There's story already built in to Cardona and Cody. How are you, Heather? Welcome back. Did she really? But yeah, we are getting the ad right now as we head into the 3:00 hour here in Eastern Standard Time. So up next, we're getting chaos. I hope the clowns show up, but I mean, that's a lot to send over to Germany. All right, folks, you let me know who's winning this one as the Wyatts. My name is Hove. I love this song, but is it weird when a song that you like gets advertised for an odd product? Like a great song and it's being used for like Heinz dip. I don't even know if everyone knows what that is, but it's always weird when a song that you like ends up being in a commercial for something that you don't necessarily care for. All right, folks, let me know who you're taking in this big tag team matchup as we will get the MFT taking on the Wyatt Six. Who wins? Who takes the W? Is it just carnage and chaos? Kit Williams stole the blouse from Barbara Bush. Facts. What up, Heather? Happy New Year. Love it. I saw that they have to try and refrain to put you on blast in here, MDB. Oh. We like squirrels too. I'm from upstate and I heard something like that. Wait. What did I miss? Too early, in my opinion, about Grace win some titles in NXT. No, I mean, again, yes and no, Paul. I think everyone's story and everybody's kind of approach changes and augments. I am a little nervous about Jordynne Grace because I don't think that her time in NXT was that strong. And I mean, if she had a really strong run in NXT and then she didn't win any titles, they moved her on, maybe we were okay with it. But I don't even think so. Maybe you are right. Maybe it is a little too early. It will be really interesting to see if she can rise to the occasion. One of the things that Jordynne struggles with is cutting a good promo, is doing some of the more entertainment side of things. We know she can wrestle. We know she's a talented woman. We know she's in phenomenal shape. But can she get it done? Jordynne Grace is the niece of Scott Steiner. I don't think so. That'd be cool. Is that new? Those ridiculousness videos of geese are just how yeah. They are dicks. McAfee is due back soon. The college football season is almost over. Facts, so they'll shuffle around again. As right now we go to No Way Out 2001, 3 Stages of Hell, Austin, Triple H, 2002, HBK, Triple H. So running theme here. 2009, Randy Orton, Triple H. We like squirrels too. That's jokes. We're fucking inundated with squirrels. 8-man tag match next. Facts. Why can't Nikki Cross wrestle? Dear Triple H, I like Nikki Cross. I know she's in a faction. Can't she have singles matches like just like Rowan or Dexter or one of them escort her to the ring and she can have some fucking matches? Why doesn't Nikki Cross wrestle? Wyatt Six for the win. The Usos got the belt. I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, again, the Usos winning the belts. I'm surprised how quick it happened, but I believe the Usos back in the tag team division helps the tag team division. I think, like I said, I think the WWE's women's tag team division has been the strongest booked tag team division in wrestling. And what are the men going to do? I think the men should go down to one title and they should all fight for it just with the way we're watching the women do it. So we are going back to the history of the Wyatt Six, all the way back to when they first got here. Wyatt Six win. Wyatts are good. I miss Bray. God bless. Listen, the Wyatts have all the potential in the world to be something. It did fizzle out. I do try and offer up the excuse that, Bo Dallas got injured, and it delayed things, it changed things. Regardless, they aren't what we thought they were going to be quite yet. Again, patience is a virtue, and it's good to see them booked. We watched them in AAA going up against the Psycho Clown or Psycho Circus. We've seen them against MFTs. But if the MFT beat them here, then what does that mean? But if they beat the MFT, does that hurt the MFT who's kind of been floundering? We got to figure it out. I have hope for Jordan. Only time will tell. Throw her in the... Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like they're doing with Jordan. She's almost too good to be in NXT, but not quite enough. You know what I mean? Like, she's kind of in this weird middle ground, but if she can get in there and prove herself and kind of live up to the hype, she'll get there. I hope. Who do you think answers Carmelo Hayes' open challenge? Could be Ciampa. What about Ludwig? It'd be really crazy. I know Ludwig's doing something else right now, but Ludwig is kind of local-ish. But here come the MFTs. The motherfucking Tongans. War paint on. Jordan is in with the pros now, and she's going to soak it all up like a sponge with everything. That's the hope, and that's what I kind of agree with that, right? So, again, we've seen some people move fast. We've seen some people move slow. It'll be very interesting what the strategy is behind it, right? And, Paul's not wrong by saying, like, it was super quick, and she didn't have the best of NXT runs, so she didn't really feel like, oh, she's coming on now. But, again, sometimes weird things happen. Like, Kiana James got drafted 2 years ago. What was it? 2 years ago? We didn't expect her to be one of the names that got drafted. Yet you got JC Jane and Fallon and others that we were always, when are they going to move? So it's an interesting balancing act for sure. Nikki should be lucky she is still employed after that awful superhero gimmick. Facts. I feel Nikki Bella. I like Nikki Bella. No, I've defended her a little bit lately. I like how every historical flashback package somehow features Triple H. Right? He was in 3 straight 3 stages of hell matches. Again, he was such a pivotal part of the back half of the Attitude Era into the Ruthless Aggression Era, to the point where a lot of people blamed him and Stephanie for it kind of sucking. Mighty Hurricane Shane Helms, the gimmick works for a short while. Nikki's just didn't quite get where it was going, and she's good. As the Fireflies are out in Berlin, folks. Bum, bum, bum. How we doing on a Friday? So we got the rocking chair. We get the lantern looking good. McAfee is consistently beefing with the ESPN execs. Not surprising, for sure. But ESPN knew what they were getting when they got into it. So what do? That's the tricky part. When you have a show like Pat's that goes into that relationship, they want to keep doing what they were doing. And no matter how much they say, oh, yeah, no problem, it never works out that way. And unfortunately, I guess they're grinding a little bit. But, hey, what can you do? He's a high commodity. He's highly watched. Love him or hate him, he gets traction. Jordan has all of the in-ring ability. She is still kind of fresh to all of this, and she will get better. Jade did. I agree. 80, being an older statesman, an older wrestling fan like myself, I find the lack of patience, right? The Dark State sucks because they didn't just, I don't know what they were supposed to do in their first 3 months. Jordan Grace, Kiana James, Julia, like the list goes on, and people are like, they didn't, instantly set the world on fire. Jade was another one. Jade took tons of heat, but look at Jade now. Jade's a fucking star. She was always a star. Again, different levels. She doesn't do topes, so some people say she's not good, but what she does well, and she looks like $1,005,000. Wasn't Jordan on TNA? Yes, she was. One of, if not the, arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest knockout of all time. Why it sucks? Like, why what? This is how you get Jordan Grace over with the big crowd. You just have her put a whooping on Nia Jax. She goes right after the big dogs to pick the biggest dog in the yard and go after it, as we are off and running, by the way. Again, if the promos or the the showman side of things isn't her forte, amplify what she does extremely well, which is wrestle, and minimize which might not be her strong suit, and don't give her a whole lot of promo time, and maybe her promo time works more into backstage interviews and such until she improves. 83% of the chat taking the Wyatts. I thought there might be a little more faith in MFT. How do you feel about MFT right now going into 2026? Are they cool? Are they good? Are they mediocre? Are they garbage? Should they be disbanded? Or do we just have to give it time? Heather, it's in Germany, Heather, as I do believe we're coming out of a commercial. Jordan versus Alba Kaylee. Jordan versus Alba. Kaylee is a match I wanted for a long time while both girls were in indies, but Alba was signed to WWE not long after Jordan got moreover and was on fire. Again, I think the one fun part about the free agency, about TNA getting on TV and kind of looking to up their game as well, AEW being in the mix, is these like, oh shit, we're going to get matchups that we never thought we would see, right? So even looking in the ring right now, like the idea that Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Hikaleu are in the ring with the Bo Dallas and the Redwood and Dexter Lumen, like it's crazy the combinations that have come out of the free agency. What if you sign a Dave Finlay? What if you get your hands on a Anna Jay, and oh shit, you're gonna get Anna Jay versus Liv Morgan? Oh shit, never thought that. Again, that's the fun part of this. Alba's great. I'm still a little bitter that Isla Dawn is no longer with us, but Alba's great. I love anything to do with Solo. So go ahead. I think Solo doesn't get enough credit, doesn't get enough love. This kid has come so far. Kind of fun, the quiet enforcer, the quiet guy in NXT, didn't talk a lot in NXT. Then was just like the muscle for Roman. But I feel like the leader of MFT got all the kind of attitude and chip on his shoulder than you could hope for out of a heel guy. Like he talks shit, but talks shit good. If you catch my drift, like it's dialed in. I'm very happy that Jonathan Gresham is feeling better and is going back to wrestling very soon. Yeah, T's and P's, sad story, tragic, not tragic, but almost tragic, but very sad story. And thoughts and prayers. We've watched a lot of what Jonathan Gresham has done over the last few years, and we hope he's on the mend. MFT are dead in the water. I would split them and put GOD full-time in the tag team division. Okay. That's a fair assessment. I'm kind of stuck in the middle where like I see that they could be cool, but at the same time, they're not really doing enough to be cool. They kind of give me, no, I wouldn't go that far. It's kind of like the Callis family, but not as egregious. Are we going to officially say that WWE owns TNA now? No. Don't let Anthony hear you say that, Joseph. Don't do it. No, I mean, I think it's been a good working partnership. I really do think it's been that. And I know people are hoping that it's ownership or a takeover. To me, it's worked very well. We've had in both directions. And a big part of why TNA is going to be on AMC next week is because of this relationship. So let's just on the up and up. We believe everything's face value. Keep in mind, WWE is a publicly traded company. So if they did like absorb a TNA, it would be public news because it would affect shares and stocks. Not to take the fun out of speculating. Maybe the MFTs belong. I just said it. I just fucking said it. Jordan needs to get with Chelsea, Kiana, or Julia on a program before she gets to Jade for sure. As Solo knocking half the crew off the apron, Eric Rowan says, "I dare you." And it, bro, I can only get so excited, my guy. By the way, the Berlin crowd was booing Cody Rhodes when he appeared on screen. Is that true? I did not catch that. That is interesting. I thought they were doing the woos for Cardona when they saw Cardona, but maybe I'm wrong. Triple H buried both factions. Can we say underbooked? I don't know, buried. I mean, to me, when you're buried, you're done. And maybe you feel like they're done. Maybe they are. That's what I'm curious about. Like, both these factions to me are kind of very similar. They're kind of cool on paper, but haven't really translated into cool stuff on TV. As Rowan gets a nice pop, but has the booking hurt them to a point that we were in trouble? Obafemi, let's go. Get well soon. Elton Prince had neck fusion surgery. Yeah, so thoughts and prayers out. We've seen Kit get a bit of love in Elton's absence. I know they've dealt with some issues of injury over the last couple of years. So yeah, thoughts and prayers. Solo is such an A-plus superstar to me. He kind of is. You got to get him in cool shit. You got to get him doing stuff that, like, oh, fuck. But Eric is on fire. Big crossbody. But he's not the biggest man in the party as Hikaleo. Not the tallest. He probably is the heaviest. Big Haas. Big Haas fight going on. Let's go. People on Twitter thought I didn't know Jordan Grace was married to the octopus guy. Is that what happened? Son of a bitch. Why, were you like sliding in the DMs? What happened? Solo is the best wrestler out of all the Usos. Yeah, maybe. I mean, depends on how you look at it. I still think the idea that Jimmy and or Jay aren't great wrestlers, I think that's a complete inflated internet kind of buzz thingy. I honestly don't think they're that bad, and I do think they're one of the greatest tag teams WWE has ever had. Solo as a singles wrestler, as a heel, he's phenomenal. He's dialed in. He knows what to do. He's athletic. He's strong. He's agile for a big guy. As Hikaleo just pancakes Dexter. Damn, down goes Rowan. Down goes Hikaleo. Good match. If you're watching right now, would you say it's a good match? I love Oba's entrance. So good. So good. Just certain entrances match the guy, and that fits him so well. It's why, like, it's like Samoa Joe. If you guys remember Samoa Joe's music in WWE, the dun dun dun, that was like it's similar in AEW, but it's not. And it would hit like the growl right on him when he'd come out and throw his hand up. They would growl right on cue. Certain themes just fit the person so well, and that's one of them. Spouter! I got my blind friend. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, I'll read it. I got my blind friend a cheese grater. She said it was the most violent book she ever read. Also, Fozzie on sale dates are known to cause pregnancy. As Bo getting a pop, he's in and fired up. Send up Sister Abigail. Solo slides through. I like Obafemi too and Trick Williams. Absolutely. You ain't right, bro. It's now Bo just on fire. And he's got Jeff Cobb by the throat. Solo's got a lantern. So Solo distracting Bo with the lantern. Although he grabs Hikaleo, kicks him in the face. It looks like the MFT are going to win this, but based on Solo playing around with the lantern, I wonder if this is only another chapter in this story. And Tonga pins Uncle Howdy, hits a hidden blade, and the distraction from Solo pays off. That was a good match overall. Stronger Tonga. Was the one they released, I think. Stronga Tonga? Lance Anawahi was the one that recently was let go. Is he Stronger Tonga? It's the Tonganati. That sounds funny. I low-key just got a lantern. Really? I mean, I have one for camping. But Wyatt's down, and they took the lantern. And again, another kind of example where Nikki really doesn't have to be here, you know? And I love, like I said, I like Nikki. Just, I want her to go back to like running out to the ring and biting the ropes and fucking people up. Put Nikki in ladder matches. Everyone remember the ladder match with Nikki in fucking NXT? Killed it. WWE title opportunity. So when I win that and accept your own challenge, I'll become a 3-time Grand Slam champion. So Miz wants to be a 3-time Grand Slam champion. Let's go. Do you not see that? I can barely move my neck to the left. How we doing? How's it going? Still a handful of people hanging out. Hope everyone's doing well. Once again, hope Nick's doing well. How you doing, Nikki? Yeah, right. I'm asking for more though. Ilya and Carmelo face to face. Nobody really cares about the Miz trying to get his belts back. Yeah, I mean, I think there's something you could do with Nikki, especially if you have a baby face that you're trying to get over. Nikki could work as a heel, that kind of like the stalker heel, right? The crazy heel, that just, that some baby face has to overcome. I want a match between Chad, Gable, and Carmelo. Hayes. Oh, so we just doing the names. Okay. Here comes Alba Fire. All right, folks, I will put a message, or I will put a poll up on this one. As here comes Alba with Chelsea. It's got to be hard to wrestle in a suit. Chelsea Green. Not quite the Samantha version of it, but not bad. Chelsea rocking denim knee highs. Good old Canadian. Gotta love it. Jordan Gray, SmackDown debut. How we feeling about SmackDown? We are an hour and a half in so far. Rolling along. I feel like it's been kind of snappy as far as what they've been up to. Nothing's felt overly long or drawn out. A lot of quick hits. Getting into the ring as often as you could expect. The next poll is up, folks. Get your votes in. Who you taking? So if everyone, you can still hear me, I'm going to black out my camera for a moment. I'm still here. How are you enjoying SmackDown? How are you feeling about it? What's good? What's bad? What's in the middle? What are you liking? What are you liking? You enjoying the afternoon show? Has there been a pace to it for you? Are you surprised that Bo Dallas took a pin? The juggernaut Jordan Grace for the win. Let's go. Jordan Grace had a phenomenal TNA run. Jordan Grace was a star. She was at the top of that division. Again, in a world with not as many eyes or as much scrutiny, Jordan did really well. Again, a phenomenal wrestler. If you think back, AD, remember the feud she had with Matt Cardona? And she's doing, she wanted the X Division title. She went after Bully Ray. Like, Jordan Grace can fucking wrestle. Again, even at that time, her promo might not have been the best. So here we go. MDB saying, so far I've enjoyed the coverage of KJ White on SmackDown. Well, thank you, sir. Again, it's never the same when I'm alone, but I do enjoy hanging out with everybody out there and you guys keeping me company. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you. KJ exposed. Nobody wants that. Let's knock that off. Silly man. That's for Bernard in his silly comments. I wish my pause was, caused by something like that. Me personally, I don't invest too much in the promos. Yes, I like a good promo, but with Jordan, for me, she's good in the ring. Maybe just a little improvement on the promos. For sure. Again, I mean, there's value to everybody. Not everybody can be the same, right? Like, I mean, I think that's where we got hung up a little bit on Julia, is her approach was going to be different because of who she is. She had a different style of wrestler. She had a different style of personality. As right now, we are getting another Oba Femi package. That's interesting. We know Oba vacated the title. We know Oba walked away. We know Oba's a free agent. Does he go to SmackDown or does he go to Raw? If you can hear my voice right now, let me know. Does he go to SmackDown or does he go to Raw? Jose, that's you are not alone. I am here with you. We all know KJ's. You don't know me. What are you talking about? That's crazy talk. You're silly. You are not alone. That's so funny. How you doing, Jose? Early contender for best stream non-pay-per-view for the KJ's first half edition. Love it. Let's go. Setting the bar. Listen, I just said it earlier. I mean, energy-wise, an afternoon show's great. I got all the fucking energy in the world. Some of those fucking late shows, you're just like, all right, we can go to bed now. Especially if it's not entertaining, it wears on you. So I got all the jam right now. Feeling good, feeling great. How are you? Jordan's new music's pretty generic and shitty. And I mean, honestly, Jordan isn't that bad to look at. To each their own on that one, sir. Heather, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for the musical interlude. I know another guy is taking the jukebox role. But once upon a time, that was all my shtick when I first started this shindig. Just sing everything. When in doubt, sing a song. Jose's Hurricanes. All right, shout out. Is it time TNA put the title on Danny Luna? Danny Luna's up and coming. Danny Luna's somebody that I think, again, would she cross the line and end up in NXT, end up in WWE someday? Maybe. Danny Luna's a tank. And I mean that respectfully. I don't mean any disrespect when I say that. She is an absolute tank. And she's going to do some damage. She's got to be close. But that, again, the Knockouts division still trying to kind of recover. They lost a lot of big names, right? Like Jordan, Deanna, like Mickey retires, going back a little further. Like there were big names that kind of got pulled away from the brand. And yeah, so Paul Scott. It's not nice. Did that even work? Did that work? Did anybody hear that? Oh. 80 and AZ. Again. Ivy Niles should be a champ, IC champ. Give her time, give her time, give her time. She's still young, still early. And that's another one, a lady that lots of talent, very physically, definitely up there. And again, I think it's just some time, a little more comfortable in front of the camera. Danny Luna needs knee pads. There you go. Are you interested in the Hardy Boys versus the Righteous? Yes. And for those out there, the TNA fans that didn't know who the Righteous were, you should now know who they are. And I think they're a great talent. I'm very disappointed. It's one of the unfortunate things that the Righteous never came into WWE, came into NXT. I think there's so much talent there. Their storytelling's outstanding. I remember when Vince used to go around with a balloon. That's going all the way back to Ring of Honor, guys. They're really talented. I'd like to see them get booked well. Them against the Hardys is a great matchup. Oh, flamethrower, Fluff Salisbury. What's up, bro? How you been? It's been a minute since I can make a live stream. Well, happy to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully life is treating you well. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's about preference. I'll put it that way, guys. And I'm not getting too deep into this one. She's great. You technically should. As Jordan, holy shit. Looking good tonight. Chelsea feeling it. Yeah, how would you not, if you watch this channel, how would you not know who the Righteous are? And I mean, I've seen other streamers, it's funny as shit. Who are these guys? And you're like, wait, what? Been such a fan of them, right? And we know how Nick feels. We got to drink every time Nick says them. He's dying for them. The Righteous and Cross and maybe Elias all get together and have a gang. But Jordan Grace looks like an absolute beast tonight. Walking off. Oh, wait a minute. I did not expect him to tease this so quick. But Jade walks out looking phenomenal. It's there's a level of softness that I sometimes it's just too chiseled. But that's a preference thing. Oh, Jade coming out talking shit. Well, now you're on my show, and I'm that bitch. So Jade putting Jordan Grace on notice with the mic drop. Hey, I like it, bro. Congratulations. Got married. Love it. Love hearing it. Congratulations, sir. As a romantic myself, that's pretty lovely. Managing a restaurant. Been there. Clamoring. Hashtag clamoring. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there you go. So Nick did send me over. Man's working, doing double duty. AJ Styles this Thursday. So you know what's going to be on my thumbnail this week? Let's go. AJ Styles confirmed, and I believe it's smart. AJ Styles showing up as a surprise doesn't pull in the crowd that you want. But speaking of pulling in crowds, speaking of clamoring, Sami Zayn on my television. It's a good day. It's a good day. Sammy struggling to. Oh, there's something fishy with Sammy. MDB, stay tuned. You knock it off. People in WWE are very high on Powerhouse Hobbs. Thoughts? Again, another big body, a guy that you would imagine if you could bring him in and use him well. There were really good things with Hobbs, like when they were trying to tell his true life story and his upbringing, and that the Book of Hobbs I thought was good, but it fizzled out, never went anywhere, and he's always been a backdrop guy. I think it's fair after all this time we can say that Tony Khan struggles to book big men. So that to me is interesting. I think there's a huge amount of upside to Hobbs, right? You look at what they're doing with Oba Femi. Could you imagine if Tony Khan treated Hobbs the way WWE is treating Oba? Right? Like, think about it, guys. Oba, Hobbs, there's similarities in a lot of ways. Big bodies. And speaking of big bodies, is Rusev just been hanging out? They got nothing for him? But anyway, Carmelo Hayes on the way out to the ring. Jordan got the win. Glad that 94% of y'all got that right. You can't have a television debut on a new network without your superstar, the phenomenal one. I would agree. I mean, the house that AJ Styles built, we're not here right now in 2026 getting ready for the debut of TNA on AMC if it isn't for guys like AJ Styles. We know he didn't do it on his own, but, the house that AJ Styles built is legit. And this was the guy that we never thought was going to come to the Fed for the obvious reasons and his loyalty. And, he was the biggest name out there that wouldn't come. Pause. And now, here he is. So, for him to go back, yeah. Why is Sammy on my screen in an oversized shirt? Sammy got swag. It's Canadian swag. Leave him alone. It's how we roll. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Ronan's 4-0. Ain't nobody clamoring for this can of tomato juice. Get out of here. Dude, how do I get you to understand the beauty, the glory, and the wonderfulness of Sami Zayn? What do I gotta do? Some of the fish. Yeah. 80, well played. There's always, is that, yeah, I mean, Sammy, kind of feels like Cody might win it. What if that's the big swerve tonight? Sammy comes out and kicks Cody in the face. Sick of Cody's shit. TNA can bring back Styles before he starts losing his luster. I mean, it hasn't been a lot, Bernard. But yeah, I would agree. I mean, if you're going to bring him in, could you spin something of an angle? Yeah. Hobbs was the only brother in the Gallows family, too. Facts, shit. The Book of Hobbs was good development. It was great. I agree with you. Like, I was a big fan of where they were going, and then it just dissipated. So many things in AEW just fade off and disappear. They're like, AEW, Tony's booking. Sometimes he treats his wrestlers like a bad Tinder date, and he just vanishes. But it was good. I thought it was really good, but now you had to put him in the ring and kind of build around him. Him being like the third guy in a trios that rarely do you see the actual trios. It's odd. I think it's odd. Oh, shit. Jose out there going to Keith Sweat live. Get an autograph. Man, Tony should have booked Sting versus Bray Wyatt back when Bray was a free agent. Well, fair enough, Flame. But here's the thing. Was there really a big window where they could have done it? Maybe. But Bray was out there forever. He was making his movie. And then, Bray versus Sting would have been great to an extent. Sounds better than it probably actually would have been. Sammy looks like a Canadian. Looks like a Canadian goose. It's a goose. KJ, you have to acknowledge Jon Moxley as your favorite wrestler of all time. Why? That doesn't seem like a fair equation at all, sir. I feel like I'm giving up way more than you are. But fair enough. I mean, I would argue at least Sammy can fucking wrestle. Sells. Yeah, epic for sure. 20 members in the Don Fallis family and only one black. Take that up with Don. Send him letters. Oh, there's Cam Scattaboo. Oh, he's doing a Royal Rumble. Hashtag dissipated. Word of the day. Tony Khan wears Thunder Rosa. Yeah, again, a good question. And somebody was telling me recently, was it this week that someone mentioned that she might be injured? So that's interesting. Like, again, she hasn't done much. I keep saying the same thing, and respectfully out to Thunder, I've seen her more in her underwear, doing activities in the backyard than I have seen her in wrestling. So it's just really fucked. So yeah, we're getting this whole segment of Scattaboosh playing fucking 2K. But Fraser, Axiom. Yo! Oh, that's Johnny Gargano. Johnny with the Axiom mask. And Johnny and Candice causing trouble in the back. Here comes the real Axiom. It looks like Fraser wanted to accept the U.S. challenge. I think it's going to be Ciampa. I don't think Bray would have signed with AEW. He's seen like a loyal type. And not only the loyalty, but you got to remember, for a guy like Bray Wyatt, his art was so important to him. And some of the problems he had with WWE when he was there was, he took his art super serious. And WWE didn't always share that approach. Are we going to get Shinsuke Nakamura? Shinsuke Nakamura accepting the challenge? Gets a big pop. His old entrance music is always better. Let's go. I got to put mods on Twitch. Pain in my ass. KJ, remember when the AEW fans said WWE were shitty for not letting Shinsuke go to Tanahashi last match? What will they say about Tony not letting Samoa Joe go to TNA AMC debut? Again, they'll move the goalpost. Again, when it serves their argument, they'll use it. When it hurts their argument, they'll ignore it. That is one of the fundamental skills you must have as an AEW sicko, is ignore the bad, only cheer, when you think it's in our favor. But if we do something bad, we're going to pretend it didn't happen. We're going to hold the other company to a different standard than we hold our own. We'll point out botches by WWE wrestlers and then cheer a match that was full of botches. Or, we'll complain about no story between, Cody and somebody, Brock Lesnar, and then ignore the fact that there's no stories or proper, well-told stories on their programming. It's this magical thing they can do. WWE's shit, they're terrible, why wasn't he there? Again, they're going to argue, well, there's no way they could do it for Joe. There's so many things you got to work through with that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Just continually ignore the flaws. It's the same people that are fucking jazzed and defending Moxley week in and week out, week in and week out. Like, you ignore all the bad shit he does. And again, somehow it's, this guy is a super wrestler and he deserves all this. And again, he carried the company. And these people are so dialed into the drinking the Kool-Aid that they don't even realize that the guy is actually hurting their company. He's actually hurting their programming. He's actually hurting the viewership. People are quitting AEW specifically because of Moxley at times. And I know of it. I've talked to people. Can't put up with the main event scene because Moxley will not get out of it. Now he did. Now he's got another belt and he won't take a week off and Tony won't give him a week off. It's fucking nuts. Could Rusev be Carmelo's opponent? Could have been, but I haven't seen Rusev in a couple weeks. Sammy can wrestle and sell. He just sucks. Fair. I know, man. Thunder Rosa isn't injured. I just talked to her last week. Oh, send her our way, bro. Let's go. Sammy is probably a great guy, but still don't like him. What? You teaming up with MDB for? It's fucking getting gross outside. Thunder Rosa is making food in her drawers. Keep it going. Again, to her and her partner out there, I'm sure they're happy as can be. A very attractive woman. I have no disrespect. It's facts. Like, literally, I've seen her cooking in her underwear more than I've seen her cooking in a ring. It's just weird. Big fan of her as a wrestler. What up, Thunder? How you doing? Kevin Owens, greater than Sami Zayn. Yes. That wins. Not going to lie, I wasn't a very big fan of Johnny Gargano until recently when he wrestled Ilya. Johnny showed me a lot during that match. Johnny can wrestle. My only fear that Johnny is kind of peaked. Kind of like we talked about last night with, about Ciampa. Did they peak? Have they hit a point where they're phenomenal? You know, they're phenomenal guys in NXT. They're great in the smaller pond, but they're just little fish in the big pond. But I'll be honest, Johnny, and with a kind of heel Candice, even there, holding down Nathan Frazier, it works. He's a pain in the ass. He's irritating. He's annoying. He's that yappy little pup that you just want to. What a schmuck, right? Just because she's been outspoken, she had some issues. We all know the whole Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker issue. Thunder was another one that kind of talked about the clickiness of the AEW locker room, or at least the women's locker room at times, similar to someone like LuFisto out there, Canadian, who had similar opinions. So, yeah, very interesting. Johnny Gargano. As right now, Shinsuke is taking on Carmelo. I did not put a poll up, so just, give me your thoughts in the chat. I think I said Carmelo, but I might have said Gargano, but you know what I meant. Happy birthday to Ruby Soho, 35 years old. Okay. When is Ruby coming back? I feel like she got pregnant like 2 years ago. Does she now have a toddler and just is not wrestling? Shaky Nakamura, shout out. 2 of the greatest NXT champions of all time. Facts. That's true. And you look at the kind of the whole scene there, right? Gargano wants the U.S. title. Ciampa wants the U.S. title. Shinsuke's here now. Carmelo's got it. The NXT influence cannot be denied for sure. Carmelo Hayes for the win. Her fans seem to be really enjoying her cooking in the bikinis. You would imagine, Alex. I mean, again, it makes sense. I literally offer no opinion in either direction. It's just simply telling you guys that I've seen a lot of it. And again, if you're not getting booked, you got to do something. Lil Nate, still going strong, hasn't aged but a day. Looking phenomenal. What happened to Undead Samurai Shin? That looked ruled. I like Dark Shinsuke, but they've transitioned kind of back to traditional Shinsuke. I wonder if they transition him back a little more to this Shinsuke because they had Aleister Black, they have Damian Priest, they had Karrion Kross. Karrion, you got to go. Aleister, you're staying. Shinsuke, we're going to use you a little bit, but you're not going to be creepy anymore. And here we are. Is that kind of what happened? They had to kind of filter out their dark gimmicks. AW sickos don't realize they are in a cult. It is a cult. And I will say, my buddy Nick nailed it. If you can't voice your opinion, you're in a cult, right? If it's either you agree with us or else, it's a cult. It's no longer fandom. And again, it's something we've said on this channel. How many times have we said it, MDB? Literally time and time again. If you're just doing the shows for this one group and they love everything you do and everybody thinks the same and acts the same and says the same, they dogpile if you're opposed, it's a fucking cult. And ultimately, you don't work there. I don't get this obsessive behavior about it. Again, you see guys like William Regal, like the list of veterans and talented people that have been shit on by the AW fan base, as if the AW fan base somehow knows more about wrestling than every fucking buddy out there. I don't get it. I really don't. It's very cultish. Right? Like on one of our videos about John Moxley, right here, right away. It's okay if you don't get it. Thankfully, the majority of the audience gets it. We're all slaves to our own perception and bias. That's the delusion, right? So when you get approached by somebody that's in a cult, their perception is that you're in the wrong. No matter what happens, you're wrong because you don't think the way they think and that you just don't understand it. And keep in mind, when somebody like that says the majority of the audience, they are talking about 1,000 people, right? Like when we talk about live crowds, you're not talking about a lot of people. When you're talking about TV audience, well, that's also not that huge. So again, the majority of the audience gets the Moxley thing. Again, is it just simply the sheep following the herder? Oh, they tell us it's good, so it must be good. It's not good. And I can sit here for hours. I can sit here for days, and not one diehard AEW supporter would ever dare show up and go, all right, let's debate about Moxley. Because all they say when you question them is because it's the same thing if you go after somebody in a cult. Why are we doing this? Because we do it. Why does the leader get all the women? Because that's the way it is. He is divine. No, that don't make no sense. I don't want to give up. What are we doing? Yeah, fair enough, Jose. That's what AEW does. Remembering Hangman, ignoring veteran advice. That's what they do. It's their way of preserving, somehow by listening to outside opinion, somehow by getting outside opinion, you are somehow admitting that you're not good enough. Like, to me, the sickos and the wrestlers, not all of them, I don't want to blanket everybody, but AEW seems to have a collection of very insecure people. I think Tony's insecure as a booker. Guys like Ricochet, super insecure. Dax, I love you, Dax. And we're going to shout you out as much as we can when you're doing good. But you come off very insecure publicly. I don't get it. Like, Jericho at times. Like, the idea that somebody who's on national TV has to fucking pick a fight with somebody that has 12 people on Twitter because they thought your match was shit is fucked. It's insecure. I don't get it. All their audience are tiny. Again, it's the funniest shit. And they always do the same thing. Oh, clearly it's ridiculous. I'm not even. I have one guy. There's a large collection of AEW fans hanging out on Blue Sky, and we don't use Blue Sky. But my God, like, your opinion doesn't matter because only 60 people follow you on Blue Sky. Oh, you're right. You win. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Hashtag tiny. By the way, Shinsuke in control of Carmelo. Crowd feels like they're trying to get Carmelo going. I think looking around, you'd be like, oh. Sometimes I see it and I'm just like, how do I say this politely? There are moments, especially when you go through the IWC, where as a wrestling fan, I don't know how I feel about, like, the Duchess gives me a hard time all the time of like, these are your people. You're like, no. Like, it's such a bad representation of wrestling fans, right? And again, if you ever tune in, and again, if you can tell me I'm wrong, Go watch Dynamite from this Wednesday. Go rewatch it. And when they pan through the crowd, slow it down. Go slow mo. And again, I think it's like 12-1, 20-1 women, men to women. I think it's also 20-1 showered against non-showered, or non-showered against showered. Again, it just doesn't. It's not a good look, right? But that's this diehard, crazy audience. That's again. I mean, they're not the first company to kind of have that going, right? ECW had that diehard audience. That even if the general public thought what ECW was doing was garbage, the hardcore fans loved it. We loved it. We did. We were such big fucking. We bought in. But we also knew that it wasn't like we didn't tell people, well, it's way bigger. We could say, I like this more than WWE. I like this more than WCW. But it didn't change the fact that we were in a bingo hall, or they were in a bingo hall. And that's what I think the difference is now with AEW is they're like ECW in the sense of the presentation kind of being the edgier side of things. They don't know how to do it well. And beyond that, it's like they're trying to convince you that, oh, we're taking over. Everything's fucking amazing. Like, oh my God, these buildings are packed. Crowd is literally had someone in the chat the other night say, oh, what are you guys talking about? Clearly the crowd's making noise. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, is that our level of defensiveness? Is that our level of delusion on this? I don't know. Arn Anderson was in a company and nobody ever asked him anything about the business. Paul White. Mark Henry has made some comments as well. I do believe as contracts end and as people are no longer getting paid by Tony, they will start to loosen up on what they say and don't say. But yeah, I mean, Adam Page, definitely one of those guys that are like, again, it doesn't matter who you are. Wayne Gretzky still went to practice and learned more. You know, Kobe still shot 200 balls a day or whatever the fuck it was, even though he was at the top of his game. LeBron, you know, we go through the list. LA, I don't give a fuck what sport you pick, right? Brady still going out and putting up new Super Bowls. Yeah, I got 3. I don't got to keep doing this. But you're always learning. You're always growing. And kind of when you stop, right? Even this little channel that we do here, the little engine that could here, we're always trying to learn. We're always trying to progress. We're always trying to be ahead of everybody. And I think we do a pretty good job of it. But if you just don't pay attention to people that have done it or experienced it, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take advice? It is such an ignorant fucking attitude. Your Dax might need to get checked for CTE. Yeah, Dax has gone fucking sideways, bro, but I don't know what to tell you. Are we getting actual wrestling? Yes, it's running. Shin picking a body part and working it. It's good shit. It's an entertaining match. Shinsuke down. I think we're coming out of commercial. Carmelo down. Skyview. Ricochet insecure as hell. At least his nerdy wife is hot, though. He seems to have enough that he doesn't need to be insecure. He's athletic. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a hot wife. He's got fucking the career of his choosing. But heaven forbid, 12-year-old Alex from Wisconsin says his fucking tope sucked last week. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's not something you see often and I'm sure it's because of policy, but you don't see Jey Uso online telling these accounts how fucking dumb they are for shitting on them. You don't see that, right? Think about how much hate Jey Uso's gotten, and I would argue probably without deserving as much shit as he's gotten. But imagine Jay was out there. Fuck you, idiot! You don't fucking know. Fuck. The fuck? What have we done? Wow, Shinsuke misses. Yeah, again. Sometimes you just want to be the cool kid, and then we'll see where it gets you. Punk now, world champion in front of thousands upon thousands of people traveling the world, and Jack Perry's still Jack Perry. He was the afterthought in a trios match the other night because the Bucks were there and got new music, got their old music back. Super kick party. You guys are almost 40. That party fucking should slow down at some point, shouldn't it? Ricochet was so bad during my meet and greet. Oh, was he really? Jose with the scoop. I like it. Who do you want AJ Styles to wrestle in his final match in TNA? It's a good question. That's a kind of a tricky shout. Do you go with someone sentimental to him, or would you go with somebody kind of newer that you're putting over? Like, would you put him in there with a Santana and Santana beats him, and it's a big feather for Santana, or would you put him in there with, like an alum, like an Eric Young, somebody that he has a past with? It's a good question. I just want it to be good, whatever they do. If Steve Macklin is committed to TNA long term, he might be a good guy to kind of smash AJ around a little. By the way, Carmelo's back up and eats a fucking kick of epic proportion. My favorite Irish wrestler. What are we doing? I don't know. Good match. These U.S. Open Challenge matches continues to bring in great fucking matches. You had Jake Roberts in AEW, has done nothing with him since. Again, Chris, it's to me very interesting because, again, both companies are flawed. Both companies have issues. Both companies make mistakes. But it's this idea that one fan base will not let you believe that. And there's so many examples. Lance Archer, to me, forget Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts signed, and he was kind of a fucking one of those nostalgia signings. But you got guys like Lance Archer. Oh, wow. Carmelo down on the springboard DDT, instantly clutches the knee. But yeah, Jake Roberts. I mean, there was so many guys. Paul White. They signed the referee from WWE, the old one. They signed fucking Mark Henry. Mark Henry was getting paid just to go, it's time, and they took that away from him. There's a large collection of people that have signed contracts with AEW for no reason, for none. But Tony has the money to spend, and who gives a fuck? And I give kudos to all of them. I said it before. I can't even be mad at Tony Schiavone. I think Tony Schiavone completely sucks at his job. Oh, by the way, Tony Schiavone, go fuck yourself. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Tony Schiavone is getting bank from this guy that if he didn't come along, Tony would be a barista somewhere. Codebreaker. A first 48. We are the WFU for a reason, Bernard. And Carmelo hits nothing but net and ends it. Great match. Really good match. Flame, that's a wicked comment, sir. Let's go. Honestly, I didn't even know it was still around, and that is awesome. Ooh. Thundercook. Ooh. I misread that once. ECW was scary and crazy looking. I thought that was going to be AEW's gimmick. They want to do the ECW style of wrestling with the WWE style production, and they haven't quite done either well. 3.0. 4 years since Bob Saget, eh? I'm really happy about that money. I don't know what money said, but yeah, sign of respect between Shinsuke and Carmelo. Shinsuke holds up Carmelo's hand. Big win. Crowd liked it. I think the only thing left, guys, we are 4:05 p.m. Eastern time. The only thing I think could be left would be Cody, Andrew. Doing a great job. As far as Drew McIntyre is concerned, others watched this evening. So Cody and back with Byron, breaking it down, talking about his daddy's watch. My granny's name was Money. That's amazing. 5-0, Mello don't miss. Let's go. This is interesting. I would say this is a different kind of attitude, a different kind of promo from Cody. And he says, like, I'm going to WrestleMania. Like, nothing's stopping me. You might have a little bit of boo-boo job your face. I don't know. Maybe I'm guessing. So the final hour, commercial free. Three stages of hell. The poll is up. We are rolling. Life is good. Hope you're feeling well, people. No commercials. No anything else. But we get 3 stages of hell. First time in SmackDown history. Hi. Drew earns. Okay. A lot of people saying Drew. Now, you saying Drew because you think it's going to happen? Are you saying Drew because you want it to happen? It's a weird dynamic, I think, in a little more of a modern wrestling stage of wanting the bad guys to win. And I know, not like, well, Austin's a tweener and we want him to beat the good guy. But just straight up, like, we're sick of this babyface. Can someone kick the shit out of him? Yeah, man, you didn't lose your dad till you were fucking 35. Turn heel for the Rumble. Really could. I mean, again, how does this play out? 2 men walk through hell. Next week, the challenge to name a new number 1 contender begins. So essentially, this is the end, and as it should be. I don't think anybody denies that. So next week, we start figuring out the new number 1 contender for Royal Rumble, and these two, one will be champ and one will be moving on. No chance, says Paul. I don't know, buddy. Next week, The Miz versus Randy. So that's the tournament, number 1 contender qualifying match. So we are going to do another tournament. London, Ontario. Did that say London, Ontario? London, England. London, UK. Thank you. Stage 1, Drew McIntyre wins. Stage 2, Cody wins. Stage 3, Drew. Okay. I want it to happen. Drew is so overdue for something major to happen, but he can't keep losing. Yeah, again, Drew put it out on Twitter, on X. It's now or never. And I agree with that so wholeheartedly. If Drew is unsuccessful, as Damian Priest will fight Solo next week in a qualifying match, Sami Zayn will fight Ilya. Woo! I like that. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, indeed.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
The butter. Let's go. Yeah, thank you. I'm like, are they down the road? I'd go see that one. Miz and the Randy equal Mandy Rose returns. Three stages of hell. Let's fucking go. Get in that chat right now, folks. I will take a second to remind everybody as we are getting a video package, the history between Cootie. I've had so much trouble saying Cody Rhodes today. You'd think I was the one with the speech impediment. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Who do you got? Who are you taking? How do you see it playing out? Who wins each fall? Is it going to be 2-0, 2-1? What do you think? Cardona trick feels early, but I'm okay with it. Tournament setting, and I've said it a million times, Money. to have good matches, good talent have to lose. That's it. We can't have it both ways. If you want really good matches on the shows and they do a tournament format, the match better be fucking good. Cootie. It's got Cootie. If Cody wins, who's the next feud? If Cody wins, whoever wins his tournament, who do you think the favorite in that tournament would be? We don't know all the participants. Could a guy like Solo go back after Cody? That's what I mean. I think it's more exciting if Drew wins. But I will take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I'm going to take a moment, throw up a reminder. Remember, folks, we shirt people. That's right, folks. We shirt people. Go get your Wrestling for Life merch. We got more coming your way, and we're excited to bring it to you. But make sure you get in that chat. Make sure you click the link below. Get to the store. Get all your stuffs. We got T-shirts, hoodies. We're working on more. We've been working on more. But definitely get yours before the good stuff is gone. And right now, again, we make pennies on our merch. Literally pennies. So go and order your stuff now before we jack up the price like everybody else. But we are still getting the video package for Cody and McIntyre. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure they got Disturbed playing over this. That's pretty fucking good. Say hi to your dad for me, which is gutless. Absolutely gutless. We'll also take a second to remind everybody out there, Sunday, we are here for the 4 Lifeys, the Golden KJs, the annual wrestling awards. Who did you vote for? The voting is out. Go check our post section. Go check our socials. There's a link out there if you want to fill out the form. But we are here on Sunday for all the fun stuff, for all the action. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, and tune in to see who wins. Should be a good time. It always is. And we're going to get into 2025 and how everybody felt about it. We're going to break it down. Who wins the Golden KJs? And do you agree with it? That's what we're going to find out. So the third stage, obviously, the steel cage. First 2, not so much. I'm still here. How we all doing on a Friday? You feeling good? This match will be quite disturbing. Disturbia. Oba for the interference. Could Jacob be around? What if it's Sammy? But here comes Drew McIntyre. Get your votes in. And again, folks, right there on your screen, Sunday, 7 p.m. Get in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling. Not the right button.
Would you like butter on that,
That's
sir?
the right button. Let's go. That was less than smooth, but hey. I feel like Jacob returns, and it's Cody who attacked him. I'm with you. I'm with you, Ridge. I've kind of put this out there. I kind of think it. I love me some Riri. What can I say? Riri is a gem. Let's go. Not the right button. That's what she said. Damn it, KJ. You got to sit on your hands for 5 minutes. You can't stop pushing buttons. Listen, AD, there's a method to my madness, and all those buttons that got pushed allowed me to take a little breather and catch my breath and feel a little better. So we're good. I needed it. Right? One of the downfalls of missing your right hand man is not stepping away to stretch your legs. You never know. You never know, bro. We go from Rihanna to CCR to Korn to fucking Chance the Rapper, across the board. We check off all the boxes. What do you want? You want some EDM? We got it all. We got it all. Twins. If you can't laugh and cook, what the hell? You ever serious when you cook, Jose? Chuckle away, sir. Let's go. Scottish Psychopath, Drew in Berlin. It's got to be it. Right now, 65% of the chat taking Drew. Now, I know 4% said nobody, but this match needs a somebody. Yeah, I'm with you, Ed, Rich. I almost called you Ed, bro. Yeah, what do you do? If Drew is unsuccessful, I will put this out to the chat because I've tried to answer it, and I don't have the greatest of answers. Do you run back him and Damien? Nope. Do you run back him and Alistair? Or go that way? Probably not. Who's cutting onions here? Just angry chopping. Angry chopping. Let's go. Let's go. I haven't turned the auto tune on in a while. Sabbath, we love our Aussie here. Let's go. Here comes Cody Rhodes. Got it, Rhodes. Crowd is loud. 40 minutes for 3 matches, less 1 match is quick. Giving 2 guys a 40-minute match, bonkers, is pretty substantial and pretty good, especially commercial free. I mean, for my money, again, I know it's 3 when you say 3 matches, 40 minutes. Yeah, but you know what? The third stage of hell, when that cage comes down, shouldn't be a long endeavor, right? Both guys should be exhausted. Both guys should be drained. They're going to kick the shit out of each other. I think it's going to take us a solid 20 minutes. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to take us a solid 20 minutes to get that first fall. Killing me, Smalls. It's one of my favorite quotes ever. Still to this day. You play ball like a girl. No, you're killing me, Smalls. What about Drew versus Jacob? Yeah, maybe that's what happens. Jacob returns, but again, is it going to kind of jade us on Cody? As Drew looking at his watch, Cody, did he stumble? But Cody looking out, and there might be some boos. I don't know. Yeah, Savage saying, but was those boos? I don't know. When they're in an international crowd, I wonder if there's some German word that sounds like boo. I was saying Bodie. I don't know. 3 stage and 40 minutes should be quick if you have a cage match. Well, Drew isn't leaving for Highlander because they don't start filming until next year, I believe. Yeah, now wouldn't be the time. And again, if he loses and then goes away for an extended period of time, I wonder how much damage you do to Drew. Do to Drew. You bob for apples in the toilet and you like it. The killer part of that one is you like it. Oh, she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. I had a lot of booze last night. Well, hair of the dog, buddy. Do we get blood? Maybe. I'm going to say yes. Cody might bleed a little, but the WWE generally, if they bleed, they bleed the hard way, which for anyone out there means they didn't do it on purpose. Match really could go either way. Byron, you're not wrong at all. That's the thing that's fun with this. And Nick and I were talking about, I really thought Braun Breaker was going to win on Monday. Other people didn't think that, but there's that debate. It's not a slam dunk win. Tonight, not a slam dunk win. That is good. I mean, a lot of the wrestling we've kind of been subject to from both major companies has been like, oh, we kind of know what's going to happen. Like we knew, like Joe wasn't leaving World's End with a belt. Maybe, we could debate a little bit if it was going to be MJF or Swerve or Paige, but I mean, we kind of have a pretty good sense of what's going to happen if you pay attention. But Cody off and running, firing out of the gate. And Drew is 68% favorite according to the chat, which is crazy. Cody getting booed is crazy. I was saying Drew earns. Do you think that's why, Chris? Do you think it's the British contingent in the audience are feeling the European? Pause. Cody does a tope. Down goes Drew. And I think they're booing Cody. Wade pointing out that this is a different Cody than we usually see. So this is a one-on-one match right now. So if Cody hits Drew, he loses the fall. Here we go. We're getting some dusty punches. Bionic elbow. Let's go. Double birds thrown in for good measure. British. He burst. I think people are sick of the same old Cody. I think so too. And it's not that Cody's bad at his job, but the same thing, you got to remember, the same thing happened to Roman. The same thing happened to John Cena. Like, there is a level of like, we've had enough. Does Cody Rhodes disappear if he loses, or is it lose and he finally turns? I still think that if Cody's going to be involved in WrestleMania season. Does this now change the dynamic? Does Cody end up, if he's not champion, he's going to be in the Rumble, I imagine. Does this mean he's also in the Elimination Chamber? Cody desperate to get his title back, and that's where we start seeing the heel moments kind of surface. Got her! 2-2-2. Drew's hometown is Scotland, not Germany. No, yes. I don't think anyone said that, Safit, but if I missed it, I stand corrected. No, very Scottish. Scottish is sin. Right? I have the claymore on my arm. Somewhere. Sultan of SWAT. Sultan of SWAT. Baby Ruthie? Either Drew pins Cody in stage 1 or Cody gets himself DQ'd due to loss of self-control. Either is very possible. Big suplex. Lukewarm Cody Rhodes. Cody in AEW? Like back to AEW? I see Cody losing and maybe not even being around for a little bit. Taking some time off. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe that is the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, does he lose? Low blow as the ref was distracted into a claymore. Drew's going to get the first fall. And Cody has been pinned. The crowd pops for Drew getting the first fall. Referee gets distracted. Drew goes low and hits a claymore. Falls count anywhere. Let the fun begin. 2 count. Cody turns home. Yeah, that's it. I know Nick and I have talked about it a lot. And that's kind of been his stance, right? It's time for Homelander Cody. Homelander versus Highlander. Let's go. That's 1. So if you're just tuning in, fall 1 goes to Drew. Fall 2 is on its way. Fall 2 is falls count anywhere. 3rd fall will be in a cage. Cody Lander. Let's go. Cody through a table. Sexy Rhea pin for 2. Cody acting like we forgot he used to be an evil little jerk. Hey, the American Nightmare didn't come out of being a good guy, right? And even before that, I think he's a good heel. I really do. So I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, I mean, that could be the case. Cody, we didn't forget you didn't wear knee pads. We got you. We caught you. Drew must feel so stupid. He should have just done a normal match. Because he would have had the belt now, right? Yeah. Hindsight is 2020, my guy. Oh, Drew McIntyre. Crowd as Cody goes for the pin, too. So there's an option of opponents for both of these two. Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, there's no shortage of talent. And again, just right now, like, okay, Cody loses today, goes in the Rumble, and Sammy throws Cody over the ropes and he's mad at Sammy, or Jacob, or you name a name. It doesn't take my, like, people sometimes, like, especially the internet fans, the IWC out there, they act like things can't change in wrestling. Like, things change all the time, and they, like, it takes but 2 seconds to start a beef, right? Someone's just got to step on the right guy's shoes, and you gotta, off we go. So again, right now, there might be a couple options for Drew. I think there's more options for Cody, but ultimately, it doesn't take much to incite something. Hashtag incite. So the fans know the time is up for Cody. Or they're speculating again. Maybe there is a good amount of British presence here at the German show that just, there's a bit of extra groundswell, a little extra love for Drew. There's a lot of stories come out of this Rumble. Never thought of that. That is also like the Rumble is one of those pay-per-views, especially going into Mania. Like, if you want to, wrestler A and wrestler B to fight at Mania, well, wait. Are you playing with, did I miss the Cody pin? No. Thank you. This crowd is making my American allegiance come out. Let's go, Cody. America. Fuck yeah. Reverse all, Drew into the gate. The metal garage door. Yeah, no, there's been no second pin. That's just Janice being Janice. This crowd kind of sucks. They don't pop for anything. I think they've been okay. I think the tricky part with this one, though, C-Money, is they don't want to cheer for the good guy. So they're there's a bit of a little bit of a muffled kind of vibe going on. They're not as boisterous or energetic as like the French crowd we've seen or some of the other crowds, but I think they've been good. Oh, Drew McIntyre. So yeah, Drew's getting the vast majority of the love here. As Drew's setting a table up, jumping on Cody's back. Facts. They've had too much. Take it away. Up goes Cody, but Cody grabs the railing. Drew going for a power bomb, but Cody says, I'm out of here. Kicking Drew off. Wade smartly selling it. It's silly, MDB, if you get this, points to you, but it made me think of, fuck carrots. Have you seen Dave? Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good. You put a carrot. Yeah, banana. Right? You can same thing. Fuck bananas. Cody Rhodes. Hashtag fuck bananas. Cody from the top down through the table. And only gets a toe. Yes. Yes. Cody just falling through the air. Falling from the sky. Cody. Little stiff. Little stiff. The banana boat. The theme song. She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. Oh, let's go. Holy shit. Holy shit. Call it with style. He looks stiff as shit. Just tense up. Cody Jeff's already that. Post match if he retains. Yeah, again, we still got a lot to figure out here and how it's all going to play out. Still about 27 minutes on the clock. Steel chair to the gut. And now to the back. If Cody wins, we riot. It's been thrown around. And the German crowd seems to feel that way. Drew going for the Claymore and gets a super kick for his efforts. And now Cody undressing the table. So we've already had 2 table spots, one from the sky. Again, no lack of action. Both men battling hard. Dun, dun. It's been a good one, folks. Are you enjoying it? Going for the crossroads on the table. Through the table. There you go. 1-1. Imagine somebody in the crowd sneezed and it sounded like Achoo, that's my name. It's like back in the day when RVD was about to win the WWE Championship. If he didn't win, the ECW fans say they would riot. Yeah, 100%. 100%, my guy. Yeah, it's been a good match. I mean, again, we're 15 minutes left, still 20 minutes left on the clock. So that cage is on its way down. And the third stage, 1 for Cody, 1 for Drew. If you're just tuning in, Drew gets the first fall, Cody gets the second fall, and the cage is lowering for the third fall. Who will leave Germany with the title? Third stage of hell. Let's go. Hot B. Does Jacob get involved? Listen, the one thing I think Triple H has done, and the fans, I don't know if the fans love it, but when it comes to we either get like a whole bunch of shit or we get nothing. But Jacob is viable. Jacob is somebody that could be involved. Jacob is a guy that could get out there. Jacob, we saw Sammy earlier. He seems a little sketchy. I know he's always sketchy. I don't want to hear shit. Who else is out there? Can someone else have a vested interest? We saw Damian tell Drew, like, if you won, I want to run it back. Now Cody's throwing Drew into the cage. What was the first two stages? One was straight up one-on-one. One fall to a finish. Second was end up falls count anywhere. Third is now in a cage. I got you. I know it's coming. Oh, Drew's almost there. Remember, if Drew gets out of this cage. Suplex. Bum, bum, bum. Nope. You can never trust a Canadian. That is not true. That is not true. That is fundamentally false. Damien, in wrestling history, it's one of my least favorite things. The idea that we put you both in a cage because of, like, generally the heel keeps running away, the heel keeps, getting out of it. The fight needs to be contained. But ultimately, yeah, like, what do you do? Like, the idea that, all right, we put you in this big cage and then you're going to run away again? Leaving the cage should be a disqualification. Amroon, John Cena, he retired. There you go. They know. Big suplex off the top. As Drew brings Cody back the hard way. Reelers on the rise. Adam Peters. Who? He didn't die. Dun, 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 dun. Viper's back. What's next? Let's go. I trust Dino Bravo. Yes. After this show, Nick Aldis is going to need a drink. Yeah, he's in a good place to get a big old beer on him. But it's been a crazy night. And Drew McIntyre is champion. He's going to torment Nick Aldis. Two. I may be too drunk. Jose. See, you were drinking, so my head went there first, but yeah. I got you. That usually people retire when they're old. Yeah, generally. Does Cody build towards Saturday night main event if he wins, or straight to Rumble? Again, it depends what you're going to put on Saturday night main event. This one's in Montreal. Could it be something like, I think you're going to do Sammy? You're going to do Sammy Drew in Montreal. That's the thing you got to keep in mind. The next Saturday night main event is in Montreal. So I expect some local representation. Two. Jacques Rougeau. Good guy. They know. I love it. Fuck the other guy. Now I got that shit stuck in my head all day. Kevin Owens returns and beats it. I'm down. Let's go. Again, that's where you win this argument. Like that's where the buck stops. As much as it's like a hill I want to die on, Kevin Owens is a better hill to die on. Sounds funny, but yeah, ultimately that's where my mindset is like, But Cody wobbling in the corner, Drew holding his side, stalking the champion. All Drew right now. I seriously miss KO. I do too. And I mean, again, I joke about the KO stuff and him being Canadian, da da da. He's a good talent. He's entertaining. Cody is bleeding. Cody's head is definitely bleeding. Anybody who asks for blood out there, this instantly makes it a sicko's 10-star match because there's blood. What a reversal! Crossroads, no way. No way. Two. Fair enough, right? Yeah, I don't expect him anytime soon. Juice. What the fuck is Juice? New wrestlers that are coming up should take notes. This is how you sell. Listen, if you haven't seen it yet, CVV had Stone Cold on, and that's what his sentiment was. Sell. Gotta sell shit. It doesn't matter if you don't sell it. And I think that's what some modern fans don't get. The move means nothing if it doesn't hurt. Now you're just two guys doing fancy tricks. But if it doesn't actually look, and I mean, again, for the number of times it actually is painful because they are crazy. But ultimately, again, sell. Dear John Moxley, Stone Cold still doesn't like you. Neither do I. Yeah, right? I mean, you can cut those with a sword knife, can't you? I need a KO cameo. I love bloody matches like this. He barely... Calm down, Damien. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh. The pacing. Nice. It's been really fucking good, guys. The pacing, the reversals. This is good. They're booing Cody again, though. I think he also sucked as Dean Ambrose. That's the one saving grace. Is even when he was Dean Ambrose, I didn't love him. So again, I agree. He was probably better as Ambrose because, wow, a Cody cutter. Right? When Dean Ambrose was around, he had a boss that wouldn't let him do stuff or forced him to do things. Now Moxley does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. That's it. It's that simple. So yeah, I think that's why Dean might be felt or perceived as better. This is awesome. Awful. Fucking atrocious. I just never liked him. And to me, he's been the same guy for a decade. Same guy saying the same things. And I think what was developed into my pet peeve with him is he believes his shit don't stink as we get a crossroads. We get another crossroads. The crowd is buzzing. The crowd is buzzing. Drew goes to the eyes. Cody into the corner, misses. Drew did kind of no-sell the crossroads. The crowd pops for the 1, 2, 3. It was a bit of a wide Claymore. A lot of air. 2, 2, 2. Oh, fuck. He's fucking Ben Affleck from fucking Dazed and Confused. O'Banion? Is it O'Banion? Every senior class has an asshole. I just didn't think he'd come back and do it twice. Why do we get Sheldon Cooper on my screen wearing a French maid outfit? The fuck? What are you watching? Who do you want Mox to lose the belt to? I don't care. Honestly, I don't. Anybody but Mox. I am so sick of Moxley. Not the eyes. Again, I don't know. I mean, in theory, if your job is to be book strong and be in a good company and get good opportunity, then maybe he's regretting it. If to get a big paycheck, to get a higher money than you would anywhere else, and still get the freedom to be home a lot, maybe he's okay with it. I think it's the same thing with Dax and Wheeler, right? They took the payday, more money, less dates. That is hard to turn down. More money, less dates. The people that turn that down are the people that are looking at legacy, that are looking at, wanting to make a mark, to be remembered. For some, the motivation is the money, the free time. For others, it's, what do I accomplish in my career? To each their own. I can't knock anyone's hustle, but I feel really bad for Josh. I was a big fan of Josh. Back in November, I saw Josh live. He's an excellent wrestler, a phenomenal wrestler. Josh and TJP tore down the building. God, with a Cody cutter from the top of the cage. That looks so uncomfortable on the landing. And I will give credit. Joe Testatori is losing his fucking noodle. And every Italian out there just cringed at how I said Testatori. Give the championship from Mox to Fletcher. Fletcher would be better. But I think the Continental belt, I don't think you should defend it outside of the tournament. I think it should be like a trophy, a yearly trophy. Again, I got to enter a tournament to win this championship. And then if I do go through all this shit and all these matches, I could lose it a week later. I don't love the take. I don't love the approach. Oh, that hurts my heart, guy. It hurts my heart just because I know I just can't help but feel not that way at all about Sammy. I get your plight, but at least Sammy works. Oh, 100%. 100%. A gorgeous Canadian woman. Cody going all Marv Albert on Drew. Cody's doing something right now. Looks like he's taking a pee, but I'm not sure he's up to. Is he pulling something out of his trunks? What is happening? It's all about you. It's all about you. Holy god dang. He must be broken in half. Yeah, Joe's doing good, man. Mamma mia. Tessa-Dore. At least I hear it too, folks. At least I know when I'm fucking up. Some ignorant to it. I'm very aware of that didn't go right. It's like someone defending the King of the Ring title. Yeah, right? If you won the King of the Ring, but then 2 weeks later you fought somebody and they beat you and now they're the King of the Ring. Well, I'm sorry. I'll wait till next month and challenge the champion. Thank you. And believe it or not, I grew up in a very Italian area. I was surrounded by Italians for a long time. So, I mean, it's why I can cook pasta so well. You call it pasta? Cody leaves me after last call, or moves like me after last call. Yeah, I mean that is a cool aspect of AEW for sure, right? And again, and if in a world where capitalism is at its all-time high, the idea that they get paid more money but work less, I mean, all the power to them. They deserve that. But at the end of the day, you got to be understanding that. I mean, we know that like guys like Moxley had to be pulled out of indie dates because he was doing like hardcore death matches, and he's your world champion. Drew, hey, we got company. That's Jacob. That's got to be Jacob. Yeah, it's the werewolf with new fangs, folks. Jacob is back. Drew sees a ghost. I don't trust it yet. Drew's running the other way. Ah, Drew down. Jacob pounding. Cody's up. Ah. Banging and banging. Now Jacob's going after Cody. Drew's sliding out back door. Drew's going back door. Drew does it. Drew does it. Drew does it. Let's go. Cody's down. Jacob out of a warpath. And Drew, your new world champion. Drew McIntyre slips out the back door. I almost feel like you didn't really need the Jacob moment just because of the way it panned out. But Jacob cost Cody. Cody's going to be pissed. Drew's got the belt. Oh my God, Jacob Fatu is back. We speculated all day about his presence. We knew. I thought he might go after Cody and not Drew. He might go after Drew, not Cody. I didn't really think he was going to go both, but like a good Scottish boy, Drew slips in the back door and gets out. Cody takes out Jacob. Cody is no longer the world champion. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I literally thought when we saw Jacob, oh no, Jacob's going to cost Drew and we're all going to leave feeling really fucking flat about everything. However, not the case. Drew McIntyre, your new world champion. Let's go. Cody says so long to the belt. We say so long to SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my voice, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. Let me know how you felt about it. I'll handle some few questions, break down SmackDown tonight, and then I'll head off and enjoy my Friday. I hope all of you do as well. Drew deserves it. Drew was outstanding. The match was really good. Jacob coming back. Again, the way it played out, I don't know if they necessarily needed it, but I think it's this modern booking approach that if you got to protect everybody as much as you can. He's truer than you and you know it. Let's go. But big win, big surprise, big shock. Again, I think there was a groundswell. People wanted it. They were hoping for it. They could Drew finally pull this off? What would happen to Drew if he didn't pull it off? And he did. He got the W. And now to me, it opens things up. It makes WWE seem so much more interesting. I felt like when Punk won on Monday, it meant that Cody was done. Now Cody's got problems with Jacob. What does that look like? What does that mean? Will Cody be in the Royal Rumble? Who's next for Drew? Drew McIntyre gets his hands back on the belt. You deserve it, Drew. Let's go. I'm better than Drew, and you know it. 8.5 out of 10. Polls, 8.5. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Fatu got them Roman Reigns teeth now. He all hooked up. Shiny and brand new. All new fangs. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 0 out of 10, no Trish. Consistency is king. 0 out of 10, Eric. Probably didn't watch it. Anything less than an 8 is too low. Yeah, I'll go with you. Trying to think of what I would take points off for. Shinsuke and Carmelo, good match, exciting match, fun match. Drew deserves it. Absolutely. The best heel in the business over the last while for me. I don't think there's any better heel than Drew McIntyre. He plays it so well. We saw what he did with Punk. We've seen what he did with Damian. We've seen what he's done with Cody in the past. He's been outstanding. He makes it personal. He goes after your weak points. He pushes your Achilles heel. Big title change tonight, today, whenever. I'm going to give this show... Do they get a bonus for the end, the fact that they pulled it off? Is it too early? I feel like I'm so hesitant with 9s, but it's at least 8.5 for me. What a swerve. Never expected this. Looks like they've been listening to Vince Russo. I don't know if that was a compliment or not. I feel like it was very sarcastic. But Big Nick missed it. Poor guy. That's too bad it happened on a Friday Night Smackdown. Why? That's such a weird comment, Paul. And I appreciate you. I do. But it's too bad that happened on. Why? It's a Friday in Germany. It's a big show for the German crowd. We want cool shit on the weekly shows. People said SmackDown sucked in 2025. Well, it's 2 for 2 right now in 2026. Off to a good start, isn't it? So, yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Again, that to me is just one of those can't make you happy no matter what we do. That's what it feels like with that comment. Whether you're tongue-in-cheek or not, that's what the fans that say that kind of thing feel like to me. There is no pleasing you. So how long is Drew holding the belt? Guess no Roman versus Drew Mania. We'll wait and see. Like, again, there's a lot of things up in the air. You know, is Roman in something like that? It doesn't involve the world title. Drew as a heel, pretty much, again, you pick your litter of potential baby faces. Will Royal Rumble be Drew, Cody, and Jacob in triple threat? They all have beef with each other. Jacob cost Cody. I don't know. Over the top. How you doing? Shout out. I said last night on stream, Jacob was going to attack Cody. I'm going crazy right now. It's insane. And I thought potentially it was going to be that, Jacob goes after Cody because Cody cost Jacob. It was it was Cody that put Jacob out. As it turns out, Jacob just went after both guys. And it's up in the air. We don't know what the story is. Cody goes after Jacob after the fact, but Drew walks away with the belt. That's all that really matters. It is not. They don't ask you how pretty. They ask you how many. And this is another one for Drew. Drew gets to actually leave, and he said it. Drew himself said it. It is now or never for Drew McIntyre. If Drew didn't win today, it would be a lot of questions. And I think it would be a really flat ending to this show. Cody won. Cody could have won, and nothing could have changed. But this feels spicy. This feels different. Yeah, I'll give the show a 9. Fuck it. Best heel in the business is Becky. Becky's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I would happily have that debate with you, Bernard, but I think Becky's phenomenal. I'll wait to rank it. It's still at work. All right. I hate to spoil things for people. I think Drew has the belt past Rumble. Don't you? I think he has it all the way to Mania. Yeah, let Drew have a run. Because if you set something good up with Drew, if you have a good baby face, maybe it's Drew versus Jacob Fatu at Mania. I'm okay with that. Wouldn't you be? Nick Alls, is that going to be... Now, here's the thing, and this is something I really like. Drew wins the belt. We know the history between Drew and Aldis. We know the friendship between Aldis and Drew. Now Drew is your champion. This is going to be a nightmare for Aldis. This is a nightmare scenario. Could it be Drew versus Nick Aldis at WrestleMania? We're going to pass that. Drew deserves it. Let's go. 10 out of 10. I rarely give 10s. I never give 10s. SmackDown is killing Raw lately. I wouldn't know about lately, but 2 for 2. So now Raw's got the pressure. Come Monday, still live. We'll be here in the afternoon on Monday. But does Raw answer back? I think SmackDown was better than Raw this week. The last two episodes we got. Right now, I think SmackDown's 2-0 at least in the new year. Starting off 2026 right. And again, I don't give a fuck what anybody says out there. Drew McIntyre winning. It's a shift. It's exciting. It was fun. The match was good. Even some of the little shit that people don't maybe notice, but like the transitions, the reversals, the pace that they got into in the cage. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was very happy with how this one went. How long do you think I got that one? Raw is going to have a hell of a time match of this show. Let's go. And that's all you can do. You do a really good one. Now Raw do a really good one. Oh, shit. Raw did a really good one. NXT do a good one. All right. NXT killed it. Tony, better pull up your socks and give us a good one. Oh, AEW had a good one. TNA, what are you doing? Get in there. That's the good news. That's the good news for wrestling fans in 2026. There is so much wrestling. If you can't find good wrestling or something that you like, you're probably the problem. There's plenty going on. Now I need, guys like Tony Khan to kind of acknowledge, like, not publicly, but to himself, that, oh shit, they're doing some cool shit. I got to do some cool shit. They need a shuffle. They need a mix up. A TNA, the pressure's on. You're going to be on TV. Make it cool. Make it exciting. Make it worth tuning into. That's the good news. By the way, it's Cody's fault for getting involved in Jacob's business, and Cody should have took the opportunity to get out of the cage to retain, but he screwed himself. That's a good look. Cody screwed Cody. I'll get to see the 3 Stages of Hell match once the episode of SmackDown starts tonight. Ronan, again, you can always replay everything we rambled about today as you watch. Dave versus Sammy. Drew versus Sammy. Dave. Drew, possibly. Again, Sammy, uber babyface. Drew, uber heel. Works. It works. But I could see Sammy versus Drew, and you heard it here first. Sammy versus Drew at Saturday Night Main Event. And it's simple. Drew comes out on next Friday, brags about winning. Sammy comes out, tells him he hates him, and then they fight in Montreal. Sammy doesn't win, but it's fun. 9 out of 10. It's all about, let's go. It's all about the bass. No, I'm just kidding. 9 out of 10. I like it. Great way to insert Fatu into the main event mix. It does. It takes them away from Solo and everybody else. It kind of pushes them into that. And again, the WrestleMania match or the Rumble match or an Elimination Chamber match could be Cody, Jacob, Drew. At some point, you don't necessarily have to branch off to one-on-one. Now, you do want Cody and Drew to get away from each other. And keep in mind, they are doing a number one contenders tournament. Will Cody or Jacob or both be in that tournament? We won't know. We will find out, though. Oregon Ducks or Indiana? Go Indiana. How do you go Hosers? I'm Canadian, you hoser. I know it's Hoosiers. Relax, it's funny. Cody versus Jacob could turn Cody. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if the fans naturally, we want to cheer for Jacob. Jacob's a badass. And even if you book Jacob like a heel, we want to cheer for Jacob. And Cody, not so much. I don't know if we want to congratulate Drew yet. Well, you might want to. I knew Jacob will show up. Let's go, Oregon Ducks. Let's go. Like, how exactly Rhodes costing Jacob Fatu's number one contenders match? It's don't make sense. Like, how exactly Cody Rhodes costing? I'm not quite sure what your sentiment is here. I'll make it easy that I don't see much here that doesn't make sense. Jacob, a man possessed. Cody sticks his nose in, gets in the way. Again, if Jacob does Jacob go to the tournament and Cody costs him there, very interesting. But now it feels wide open. Oh, yeah, let's go. What are we thinking for Mania? Drew versus Cody. Cody chasing. No, I think we're done. I think that's why they announced tonight that there will be a number one contender tournament, because I think they're making it clear to the fans. Cody's not answering right back. We're not going to keep running Cody, even if it's Cody Jacob, and we'll see where that goes. But right now, as it stands, I feel like this was the end. This was this is the blow off for Cody and Drew. We move past this now. Drew finds some good contenders, babyface contenders, and Cody maybe goes a little quiet until Rumble. or goes a little quiet until the chamber. You will find a way to get Cody involved in WrestleMania. But where and with who, that will remain to be seen. Drew is about to make the Cody fans, oh, yeah, just eat it. Eat all of it. Drew Vatu, I like that. I like that. Fuh. We're going to pass that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys. This chat is fire as always. Sammy versus Ilya next week on SmackDown, #1 contenders match. Yes, part of the tournament. See how that goes. Sajo, I should agree. Okay. 30-man total rumble for WBC. Yeah, just do it for the belt. Yeah, crazy. So Fatu is a tweener. At the moment, I would say he's very tween because we don't really know what his motives are, right? We're going to have to hear more of the story. He beat up a heel and a babyface at the same time. So we don't really get where he stands. He didn't really go heel by jumping the babyface, costing him. We already knew he had beef with Drew, so justifiable babyface. But there might be more to this story. And I don't know. We'll find out. Sammy Ilya next week got that one. Drew's been getting geeked out too much. We need some dominance. So hopefully his first defense is more convincing. I would agree with that too. You can feed him some baby faces on the way. Randy is great. Randy Drew. Again, Randy Drew Mania. This sounds like a Mania match to me. Again, I think Drew winning for me excites me because they opened up so much. I need to soundboard it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can still hear my voice, it is.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
It was a buttery kind of night, wasn't it? We're feeling good. As I said, it's a Friday. We're done. If you're watching the show, you can always watch the recordings. We're back on Sunday for the award show for the 4 Lifeys. Make sure you show up. See how the votes went. If you haven't voted yet, go check out our socials. Go check out the post section on our YouTube channel. Get your votes in. Let's go. We're back on Sunday. We're back on Monday. And we are heading towards Rumble. Genesis is coming up. And so much more, including the first ever TNA on AMC. I thank everyone for making this channel a part of your Friday afternoon. I appreciate it. If you're here, be at night or tomorrow, thank you for that too. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Check out all our socials. We'll keep you up to date. Click that little bell because trust me, we will be popping up at random times in the future. So make sure you're a part of that. Beyond that, thank you for keeping me company on this wonderful Friday in January. Big shout out to Drew McIntyre. The Scots can rejoice as the man with the kilt gets his title back or gets a title back. Happy to see it. Good SmackDown, good energy. And on behalf of Anthony Big Nick, I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, and I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night.